What's happening? What's happening, friend? What's good?
Yeah, we back up in this bitch. What's going down? Shit, I see we got some people up in this bitch already. D and Napoleon, what's up with y'all, man? Tell me how it sound too, y'all. I had to have my volume and shit turned down a little bit. Let me know if y'all hear me good. What's up with y'all though? You know we got to go to Puerto Rico up in this bitch. Been talking about it for a while. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel Momo, what's up, bro?
What's good? Yellow Rose looks good. Totally and
What's
orange
going
girl.
down with you?
D, what's good, man?
Yeah. How y'all doing tonight, man?
La La D in
Yeah,
the
we,
building. What's good, sis? Ryan Clark in the building. Jimmy
what the
Diamond.
hell? My shit must be lagging like a motherfucker. I can't see
Cashmere
none of
Chica,
them
what's
names.
good, fam?
I can't see none. All right. La La D, what's up? Ryan Clark. Cashmere G, what's going down with y'all, man?
First Lady Champion in the building. Early.
Yeah, we had to take the little old trip to Puerto Rico today, man. Got a couple of fighters. I ain't want to bombard y'all with too many of them today. So I just gave y'all about three of them. And then I got another fighter that I wanted to talk about and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Gangsta
going
Roddy in the
down.
building. What's good, fam?
I don't know what's up with my shit, bro. My shit going slow as hell. I can't see none of this shit when it's coming up. What's up, Gangsta Rodney? What's going down? Yeah, I want to get y'all opinions on a couple of fights that we got coming up. If y'all seen the video that we made and shit, this last video, y'all see I changed my pick on the Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter fight. You know what I'm saying? Had to go break down the film and shit, and I saw why Danny Garcia is the favorite in this fight. And I definitely think he gonna go in there and handle his business. Ryan Clark said, I got one roll ready to talk some boxing already, bro.
Already. Scrapbook in the Roddy Chica, what's good, sis? Scrapbook.
Right. Yeah. Scrapbook, what's up, bro?
I'm doing right
Yeah,
now.
I had to
Right? I'm doing it right now for you, fam.
yeah, I had to change my pick on that Danny Garcia fight, y'all. That motherfucker's a lot better fighter than I remember seeing. And when I went back and watched him against Keith Thurman, I watched 8 rounds of the fight, and I had Danny Garcia winning 5 of those 8 rounds. I didn't even watch the last 4 rounds, and those were the rounds when Keith Thurman started running. So since even though I didn't watch it, it's still an argument that could be made that Danny Garcia might have won that fight against Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all watched it recently, but if you ever get a chance, go back and watch that fight again and see what was landing. And you'll see that a lot of that shit that Keith Thurman was throwing was not landing. You know
And
what
we
I'm
getting
saying?
caught.
And
And
another
getting caught too.
yeah, and another thing that stood out to me um was Danny Garcia seems to struggle with people that got speed. Like when I watched him against Amir Khan came out throwing them combinations fast in the motherfucker. Da, 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 da. That motherfucker Danny Garcia was looking like me. What the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? But eventually he adjusted to the speed and he was able to catch him with that left hook. And the same thing happened against Keith Thurman. When they first came out in that first round, Keith Thurman was fast. He hit Garcia with that right hand, and Garcia was like, God damn. But then
I'm
he was
telling you.
able to adjust to the speed and he was able to get up in there and make his adjustments and shit. So what you say,
Yeah.
bro?
I say he jumped on him. But remember how calm he was from the first round all the way to the last. He had the same composure, same demeanor. That's a good sign.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you done already got caught with a shot like that. A lot of people to be gunshot. Them folks to get a little bit of, PTSD or something from a shot like that. He was able to still stand in the pocket and handle his business with a big puncher like Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So that shit stood out to me definitely. And a lot of them shots that Sean Porter was getting hit with against Keith Thurman, that motherfucker, Danny Garcia wasn't getting hit with them shots like that. At the end of the fight, Sean Porter looked like he was in the war. At the end of that fight, Danny Garcia didn't look like he was in the war like that. He got underrated defense. Rod X, what's up, bro? The
Rod X,
champ
what's
in this
good,
bitch.
champ?
Square business. I forgot to give La La D that Vamos Campeon. My bad. Goddamn champ in the building. You know what I'm saying? So yes, sir, I officially changed my pick, y'all. I'm taking Danny Swift Garcia. I don't know if he'll knock him out. I think he'll beat him by unanimous decision. That's gonna be my pick. KF Harris, what's up, bro? What's going down?
What's good, man? In the field.
But I another thing I've been tripping on, y'all. is the odds that they have for this damn Demetrius Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders fight. I can't get my head wrapped around how Billy Joe Saunders is almost a 2-1 favorite over Andrade. Me and Marlo, we was looking at the activity, and last year we saw that Andrade had a fight in March, and then he turned around and had a fight in like October. And Billy Joe Saunders, he had a fight in like September or something like that. Then he had another fight in December. So it looked like his activity was a little bit more recent than Andrade, but I just don't know if that's enough to overcome all the other advantages that Andrade brings to the table. Because he a hell of a fighter, you know what I'm saying? And I was
You in the building. What's good, fam? What's good,
King
box? Welcome to the gym.
King Judah, what's up, man? Kiwi Box, what's up? Lala Lisa Trae, how come you never come on other channels? I never see you. You trying to start mess. You trying to start mess over there. But yeah, I just didn't think that the activity was enough to overcome who Demetrius Andrade is as a fighter. Like Tone Bangers, what's up, my
Yo,
brother?
Beckett, what's good, fam? In the
See, a lot of
building.
people don't know. Like, I want to remind people of who Andrade is. Andrade won the U.S. National Championships and the Golden Gloves twice. I'm talking about the Nationals, twice apiece. He won a gold medal at the 2007 World Championships. He won a silver medal at the 2007 Pan American Games, and he beat Keith Thurman 27-13 to represent the United States at the 2008 Olympics as a welterweight. That's who Andrade is, man. He got an extensive amateur background. And Billy Joe Saunders, on the other hand, he won his first 49 amateur fights at the senior level. That's impressive. That's not easy to do. He won the gold at the European Union Championships in 2008, and he represented the UK in the 2008 Beijing Olympics as a welterweight. So that's pretty impressive too. But that ain't on the Demetrius Andrade level. Andrade was
J1
over here in
Pro, Chris
America doing
Rayner
this shit.
in the
You know what
building.
I'm
What's up,
saying?
fam?
Chris Rayner, what's going down? J1 Pro, man, say I love that picture that you drew, bro. That shit was player. Let me scroll. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hold on. Timmy Dom said inactivity is messing Andrade up. I don't think that Billy Joe Saunders is that much more active though. They got about the same amount of fights. Andrade got 25. Billy Joe got like 26. Andrade fought twice last year, and Billy Joe fought twice last year. Both of them haven't had a fight this year at all. So I just don't see that much of an advantage to give Billy Joe a 2-1 edge over this man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you scroll down, Tone Banger say, "What's up?" KF Harris said, "Billy Ho isn't that good." I think he's pretty good, but I know 2-1 over no Andrade. If anything, if they said it was a pick, I'm okay. I'll take that, but not no 2-1. Come on, man. Ryan Clark said Andrade might put up a good fight, but we'll see. I don't know if he'll win. Yeah, we'll see, man. I think it's worth dropping a couple of shekels on that motherfucker. J1 Pro, yeah, I definitely love that picture, bro. King Judah said, "Hit the like button for the homie. Appreciate it." La D said, "Trace, that answer says it all. I swear it was an honest question, though." you know how it is, La. Tom Banger said, "Just like the Easter fight, I'd gladly eat my crow if Andrade wins, huh?" The Sean Porter Protection Agency say Sean Porter beat Andrade in the amateurs. I thought I heard the other way around. I thought I heard that Andrade beat Sean Porter. You might be right, though. Chris Rainer said, Trace Marlowe was good. How's it going
What's
in Temple? Yeah, we
good?
down there chilling, man. Shit, it feel good. Got the rain clouds coming through and shit. Feel good outside. D say, "What's cracking?" Kim Fo, we chilling, bro. Sean Porter Protection Agency say Team Porter. King Judah, Kiwi Boss said, "Don't forget, Billy Joe been fighting since he could walk too. Fighting is in the blood for those travelers." That's a good point that he just brought up because Billy Joe Saunders, when he qualified for the 2008 Beijing Olympics, he was only 18 years old. And if I ain't mistaken, he got out the first round. You know what I'm saying? So he was very young when he was over there doing his thing.
In
Right, they said I got
the
Andre
building.
cross dressing ass beating Billy Joe by unanimous decision. What'd you say, bro?
I said, Booty Trey, whether in the building. What's good, fam?
Already, what's up, bro? J1 Pro say thanks, family. Yeah, I can't wait to see what all you do with it, man. That shit had me laughing so hard, man. Hey, y'all, J1 Pro drew us a picture for the hashtag get the fuck out my gym. And this picture had me dying, y'all. Y'all got to see the troll and everything. He got the troll wearing suspenders and wearing some flip flops and shit. That shit killed me, bro. I swear. That shit was player as fuck. King Judah say shout out to the mods already. Moody Trae was saying what's up. KF Harris said is Billy going to throw another chicken to win?
Yo, Josh
J1 Pro
in the building. What's good, fam?
Lala D said Andre's amateur record is still better, but Porter did beat him, I heard. Okay, yeah, Porter has beat a lot of people. I know he beat like Danny Jacobs and shit like that. So if he did beat him, I ain't too surprised. Joe John say, what's good, Marlon Trae? Expand on the live chat. What's up, bro? J1 Pro say, Billy Joe Sonic Corner gonna throw in the chicken, huh? One of them ones. What's up, boy? Unirama in this bitch roll tide. What's up with
Oh,
it?
Todd, what's good, fam?
La D laughing talking about when can they see the photo? Hey, I can't you can't do an artist like that, La. We gonna show the picture when he ready to get that mud shown because I don't know if he done put everything in it that he want in it. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely gonna get shown. Look at Timmy Diamonds down there instigating and shit, talking about War Eagle. Say, don't do my man
Ah,
Unirama like that, man. We roll tide on the corner, man.
Timmy Diamonds, I know you wasn't saying that at first, bro. He started
Yeah.
some shit.
Kiwi Box say 23
I
Washington and only 19 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Appreciate that, man. That
appreciate
also
you,
might mean that we got to get on our jobs and make people feel compelled to hit like. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely want to take our trip to to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? We've been
Puerto
talking about it.
Rico.
So yeah, so like I said, y'all, I didn't want to swamp y'all too much with it. So I got like a little overview of how boxing got started in Puerto Rico, and then I looked at three fighters. I looked at Nero Chin, Sixto Escobar, and and Enrique Shafferdet. He was actually born in Venezuela, but he's tied into Puerto Rican boxing history. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to take a look at today. I know y'all didn't think I was just gonna come with the little basic, little Felix Trinidad, Miguel Cotto, Wilfred Benitez type shit. Y'all already know we got how we do. And as always, a lot of this shit is gonna be on the trivia tournament on the next one. You know what I'm saying? And we damn sure we planning a special trivia tournament when we reach them 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to win that bitch, you got to pay attention to this shit. So if it's okay with y'all, man, I'll go ahead and jump right into it. J1 posted, hopefully I can get it done tomorrow, family. Okay, that would be player, man.
Man,
Especially if you could put some color into it. I didn't know how you was gonna do it, but if you could put some color into it, that shit would be gangster, bro. One of the ones has some new names in this thing nowadays. What's up, peeps? Okay, Kiwi Bot say y'all gonna talk hardcore Mansoor versus Flip. I don't even know who that is, bro. I know who Mansoor is. I don't know who the other dude is. Like D said, Trex is showing off. No, I ain't showing off. I ain't showing off. All right, man. If it's okay with y'all, we'll go ahead and get started. You know what I'm saying? So looking at Puerto Rico boxing, Puerto Rico ranks fifth worldwide between countries with the most boxing world champions, and is the only country to have champions accredited in all of the current weight divisions. Puerto Rico world champions have earned numerous achievements, such as Wilfredo Gomez. He holds the record for the most title defenses at super bantamweight and for the most successive knockouts by a title holder. We done mentioned that on this show before. Wilfred Benitez became the youngest world champion in history at the age of 17. Daniel Jimenez holds the record for the fastest knockout in a title fight, which is 17 seconds. Asi Ocasio, first ever WBA cruiserweight champion, and there was a lot of other Puerto Rican champions that was the first person to win a belt in a world class. You know what I'm saying, for a sanctioning body or whatever. Amanda Serrano, first Puerto Rican fighter to win world titles in 5 weight classes, and they had many more. You know what I'm saying? So Puerto Rican boxing started in the haciendas. That was the way I understood the haciendas was like a plantation or something. So it kind of almost seemed like boxing started like on plantations in Puerto Rico, but it started in the haciendas among the workers of the sugar and coffee plantations. The first fighter to gain recognition was Nero Chin. And I'm gonna break down Nero Chin. By 1924, Gregorio Rosa, a boxer who had won the featherweight championship of the Atlantic Fleet while serving in the Navy, established Jack Dempsey Physical Culture and Boxing Club, a gym where he established young pugilists. However, the laws would go in and arrest any fighter who participated in a card. After a while, the laws and government officials started to like boxing and began to sneak to the events. In one case, they found a group of laws, including a colonel, 2 members of the government's cabinet, numerous legislators, and a judge at the fight. In 1926, a boxing venue was opened which hosted weekly illegal fight cards. Boxing was legalized in 1927. The first legal fight card featured a fight between Enrique Shafferdet and Al Clemens as the main event. And Enrique Shafferdet, that's the one from Venezuela that I told y'all about. So I'm gonna break him down. Which was declared a draw. The first Puerto Rican world champion was Sixto Escobar. We got him too. You know what I'm saying? Let me look in the chat real quick. Uh, okay, let me scroll down. Lawrence Williams, what's up, bro? What's going down? D said, let's get it in. Okay, I got you. One to one. Say good work on the Cuban fighters last time. Trae, glad you looked at my man Kid Bone Chocolate. Okay, one of the ones. He say he the one I was talking about last time. Okay. Ronald Fink said, yes, sir. I'm coming from my boxing knowledge. Salute Marlo'S Corner and Trace and Curtis Sugar and the chat. We lit. Yes, sir. Kiwi Boss said, give it 12 months and everyone will know who I can't even say their name. They fighting this weekend in Zagreb anyway. Okay, gotta go. Peace. All right, bro. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Anthony,
Gregory Wyatt, what's up, bro? He said,
what's
greetings,
good?
brothers and sisters. Troll Hunter reporting for duty on Marlo'S Corner. Yes, sir. Then Annette B say good evening, Marlo'S Corner, the panel in the chair. Thank you for stopping by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciate
So,
it.
all right. So the first fighter that I wanted to look at was Miro Chin.
Capadonna in the building.
If Capadonna, what's up, bro? If you look on BoxRec, they don't call him Nero Chin. They call him Nero Chink. But he was 17 and 9 and 2 with 14 knockouts in his career. He fought at middleweight, competed from 1915 to 1929. He was Puerto Rico's first professional boxer to gain international success. He became interested in boxing and trained with the military personnel stationed in Camp Las Casas, where a boxing championship known as Campeonato was held. Chin ended up moving to New York City and lived in Harlem. There he continued to train in the sport of boxing. In 1917, Chin became the first Puerto Rican professional boxer when he fought Panama Joe Gans at the Palace Casino in Manhattan. Now, I got to stop and say this. They said that on Wikipedia. When I looked on BoxRec, I saw him having fights before he fought Panama Joe Gans. You know what I'm saying? So they got some shit that conflicting. At the time, Chin, a Puerto Rican of African descent, went by the name El Negro. He lost his first fight with Gans, but beat him in the rematch. So this was against Panama Joe Gans, as a matter of fact. So don't think it's the regular Joe Gans. This is Panama Joe Gans. And I was gonna do something on him another time too, because he was a good fighter also. Chin's manager had him change his professional name from Nero Chin to El Negro. In 1918, Chin returned to Puerto Rico and served as a boxing instructor in Camp Las Casas. So they don't have a whole bunch of information on Nero Chin. That's pretty much all they had. You know what I'm saying? But that's the first ever Puerto Rican fighter to gain widespread international success and attention. You know what I'm saying? So that's Nero Chin. Uniramer said hit the like button with a strong left hook. Appreciate that, bro. D said, what year was that? What year for which one? You have to elaborate for me. DJ, yo, what's up with you, bro? So the next fighter that I looked at was Sixto Escobar. He was 39, 23, and 4, and they had 17 knockouts. He was 5'3". He was orthodox and listed at bantamweight. He competed from 1930 to 1940. His nickname was El Gallito, was Puerto Rico's first world champion. He took up boxing as a youngster and compiled a 21 1-1 record as an amateur. Escobar made his professional debut on September the 1st, 1930, against the Dominican Republic's champion and knocked his ass out in the third round. Escobar had his first 15 fights in Puerto Rico before he decided to move to Venezuela. On November the 11th, 1931, Escobar fought Enrique Shafferdet, Hall of Famer, for the Venezuelan bantamweight title, but lost by decision. After 17 fights, Escobar returned to Puerto Rico. Boxing suffered a decline, and he had to work odd jobs. Tony Rojas, a friend of his managers, got him out of his contract and got him on a boat to New York. In his first fight on American soil, Escobar beat Canadian bantamweight title holder Bobby Leatham by TKO in the 7th round. Escobar then fought Leatham again in a title eliminator for the NBA bantamweight title and knocked Leatham's ass out. It would be Leatham's final fight. Escobar then fought Baby Casanova for the vacant NBA bantamweight title on June 26, 1934, and won by knockout, becoming Puerto Rico's first world champion. This had a significant impact on Puerto Rico, where it was constantly discussed by the general public. Songs and poetry were written about this accomplishment. Escobar later beat Tony Marino by knockout to become the undisputed bantamweight titleist on hold on, I'm tripping. On November the 13th, 1935, Escobar became the first Puerto Rican to win a title fight in the first round, defeating Indian Quintana by knockout. He then had his first fight in Puerto Rico against he had his first title fight in Puerto Rico against Luis Salica. Escobar won by unanimous decision while Jack Dempsey served as the referee. He participated in Mike Jacobs' Carnival of Champions on September the 23rd, 1937, and lost his title to Harry Jeffra by unanimous decision. On February the 20th, 1938, Escobar faced Jeffra in a rematch and won by unanimous decision, scoring 3 knockdowns. In 1939, Nat Fleischer presented Escobar with the Ring Magazine bantamweight title. Later in 1939, Escobar received a draft notice from the U.S. Army. He managed to get a postponement so he could get some more fights in before he surrendered his title. On December the 2nd, 1940, Escobar participated in his last professional fight, losing a 10-round decision to Harry Jeffra. Throughout his career, Escobar was never knocked down or knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So Escobar, he was a bad motherfucker, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat real quick. Marshall Simmons, what's up, bro?
In the
What's
building, what's
going
good,
down?
fam?
DJ Yose got to get the likes, so I appreciate that. Sister Soul said, Marlo, do you know Mason Gibson, world heavyweight champion? He's her uncle. I ain't never heard of Mason Gibson. I keep the lookout though.
Yeah, kickboxer, she
Um,
said. I don't know about
oh,
kickboxing.
she said Mason Gibson, kickboxing champ. I mean, that's his uncle. Okay, that's what's up. Marcia Simmons said he up in this bitch. He said Marlon Trae is Kurt Sugar. Pop up like Pop Tart. Yeah. What's up, bro? What's going down? So okay. So the next fighter that I looked at is Enrique Schafferdat. He was actually from Venezuela, but he's tied into Puerto Rican boxing history because he was actually in their first fight that they ever had, like their first legalized fight. So Enrique Schafferdat, he was 58, 18, and 7 with only 4 knockouts though. He was orthodox, listed at featherweight, competed from 1926 to 1944. His nicknames were El Indio de Irapa. I think that's the Indian of something. What does rapper mean in Spanish, bro?
Rapa?
Yeah.
Ropa, you mean? Ropa is clothes. I don't know what
He
rapa
said
means.
IRAPA. Well, yeah, Indio de Irapa and Henry Chaff. He became the Venezuela featherweight champion after beating Sixto Escobar. He was also the first Venezuelan to achieve international success. Chafferdet was born in Jayuria, Venezuela, and is one of the nation's most legendary athletes. Jaffredet's family fled Venezuela for political reasons, and they settled in New York City, where he fought as an amateur in the 1920s. In 1924, he worked as a sparring partner for Pancho Villa, and if y'all remember, that was the first Asian world champion. As an amateur for Ascension Paris House, he scored 3 knockout victories in one night. I ain't even never even heard of no shit like that. He turned pro around 1925 and was trained by former world champion Mike McTeague and Cloney Tate. He was the most sought after boxer in 1926. Chafferdet moved to Puerto Rico and appeared on the first legal boxing card there. He then moved back to Venezuela and continued to train fighters. Venezuela sources report Jafferdet had over 100 wins as a pro with about 18 losses. The box record only got 58 of them listed, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's Enrique Chafferdet.
Mark
So those were
Wonderman,
the
Richard Lee in the building.
yeah, Winston Lee, what's up, bro? So those are the only Puerto Rican slash Latino fighters that I pretty much broke down. The guy that I got on my picture right now is Nero Chin. The person that's on Marlo'S picture is Enrique Chafferdet. And when he make the thumbnail, he gonna have Sixto Escobar as the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Um, And it was actually a couple of more fighters that I want. Well, actually, just one more fighter that I want to tell y'all about. It was just one that I found kind of interesting. He ain't from Puerto Rico or nothing. You know what I'm saying? His name was James Jim Young, and he was born on June the 15th, 1844. Today he will be listed at light heavyweight because he was about 175 pounds. But he was born in Nashville, Tennessee, and he was an African American boxer, Arizona pioneer, trailblazer, Buffalo soldier, Indian scout, and miner for several years in Tombstone, Arizona. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker had more jobs than them Jamaicans on the living color back in the day. Y'all remember that shit? But his claim to fame was as a boxer during the mid 1880s. He was born as a slave, you know what I'm saying? But when he was in his late 30s in 1883, he gained a reputation as an African American boxer in Tombstone, Arizona, owing to his imposing size and skill, while still employed in a variety of fields which provided his income. So, you know, he had a bunch of jobs and boxing was just one of them. Some boxing historians say James Young sparred John L. Sullivan in 1882. And this is significant because Sullivan insisted that he never fought a Negro boxer. James Young had two encounters with Buckskin Frank Leslie, a U.S. Army scout, gambler, bartender, rancher, miner, gunfighter, and con man. And Leslie backed down both times. He didn't want no smoke with James Young. Leslie was known as being quick with a six gun, yet he was diminutive in stature. So he could shoot a gun, but he didn't have no hands and he was little, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't want none. He didn't want no smoke. James Young was an imposing. James
Feeling.
Young James Young was an imposing figure well into his 80s in Tombstone, Arizona. In 1929, Tombstone recognized James Young as one of its remaining residents from his early days of the Earps, where he rode in the town's first El Dorado Days parade. Young died on January the 19th, 1935 in Tucson, Arizona. So that's James Young, y'all. Motherfucker that y'all probably ain't never heard of, but one of them boxing pioneers, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we keep that kind of shit alive on our channel. You know what I'm saying? Archie Ganapoli, what's up? He said just dropped
Bobby
in, could
Jean in the
drop a
building.
like,
What's
gotta
good,
head out
sis?
to work. He said have a good one already. He said we'll check out the show later. Appreciate that. Mark Wonderlick said all good over there. Y'all know it's all good. Y'all got Khalil Mack. Talking about the Bears. Sister Soul said they called my Uncle Buck. I mean, my uncle, the Black Bruce Lee. I'm just saying, keyword search him on YouTube, and you'll see a lot of his matches. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. Bobby Jean said, what's up? What's up with you?
What's
ATF
good?
all times, flat
ATF.
AKF Chief Copperfoot. Say, what's up, bro? What's up
What's
with you, man? Welcome
what's
to the
good, man?
gym. DJ Yo said he was an OG. Hell yeah, he was an OG. Hit the game. Games PP saying, what's up? What's up with you, bro? D said,
Games
that's hella
PP was
cool.
good, man.
Yeah, so you know when I do this shit, I'm gonna mark the time in the chat when we get done with the show. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can go back and listen to that shit again if you want to, because we definitely gonna have that shit up on the next trivia term. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down. Tom Banger's back up in this bitch. Marshall Simmons said I was just opening my eyes and saw my name. What an entrance to my fam. Tone's quality, isn't he? He thinks he's being set up. I done got back to not knowing what that man talking about. You know what he talking about, Marlo?
Yeah, they spoke him up. La D was like, "Where he at when we need him?"
Oh, you talking about Tom Bangers?
No, Marshall, because La D was on tone earlier in the chat, and you know Marshall busting his thing on tone, trying to mail him
Oh,
some, trying to mail him some pie, some punani pie.
oh, okay, okay. So like another thing that I was looking at, y'all, like I've been kind of like wrecking my brain over this fight that's coming up between David Lemieux and Spike O'Sullivan. Now, I know a lot of people might just look at that and immediately be like, man, fuck it, David Lemieux gonna go out there and beat the shit out of Spike O'Sullivan. But this fight is not in Canada. This fight is gonna be in Las Vegas. And when I was looking at this last fight with David Lemieux, he looked like he was kind of slowing down a little bit to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that he might be right for the picking right now. He might be right for Gary's Spike O'Sullivan going there and put them hands on his ass. So I like to get a little vote, man. I did a little vote last time, but I want to get a straight vote, man. Who do y'all think is gonna win this fight between David Lemieux and Gary O'Sullivan? Let me look in the chat. J1 Pro say, okay, Sister Soul says, is that the picture of him on the screen? This picture that I got on the screen right now is Nero Chin. This This fighter that I got is the first Puerto Rican fighter to have international success. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Napoleon, okay, talking to Tone Bangers. Gangsta Ronnie say Sullivan got this. You think he got it? I'm starting to think that too, bro. He looked like the fresher fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I like how he fight, man. He throw them combinations and shit. He ain't just the greatest fighter in the world, but he will put on a good fight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of action and shit like that. Lala D says she got Lemieux. Mr. Doc, what's Mr. Doc? What's up, bro?
Mr. Doc in the building was good.
He said Lemieux struggles to make 160. You could be right. I have no idea who win. Yeah, this is one of them fighters just kind of standing out to me. Like we might not see the typical outcome that we used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Lala D said she got Lemieux. Chris Rayner say Sullivan Barrera. Ryan Clark said he got Sullivan. Marshall Simmons said Trae scratching his head, nothing changes. Ryan X said, yeah, because you keep me scratching my head, this motherfucker. Ryan X said, I never seen no Sullivan fight. I can't remember who he fought in his last fight, man. Damn. But he fought I can't remember who he fought, man, but he had won the fight though. He a decent fighter. He ain't just the greatest fighter in the world. He like to fight on the inside. That might be a bad idea against a murderous puncher like Lemieux. I'm just not sure what Lemieux is gonna show up. If this is Lemieux that showed up in his last fight against Billy Joe Saunders, he might not win. He might go in there and get his ass pieced up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just wanted to know what y'all think. What y'all think about the Adam Konecki versus Charles Martin fight? That's another fight that's kind of intriguing to me because you got Konecki. I mean, he ain't nothing special. Like he a good, strong, tough fighter. Come straight to you, fight in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? But he just like a slugger, and he going up against Charles Martin. Charles Martin can box a little bit. I mean, I know we got that image in our mind of him being in the UK, making us look like some damn fools over here in the United States when them stretched out all on the ground and shit. Looking up, it looked like he quit in the fight. So, that's another one of them fights, man, because I actually think Charles Martin kind of got the style to beat Arnold Kanaki. If he go out there and keep him, maintain his range and outbox him, it's a chance that he might can beat him. You know what I'm saying? Haplotype, what's up, bro? What's going down? I ain't even see you step up in this bed. You just missed my little old breakdown on the Puerto Ricans and shit. I know you like the history. Unirama said Max Jr. beat the brakes off Sullivan. Oh, he did? I thought that motherfucker was undefeated. He got a loss? I ain't even know that shit. Ryan Clark say, fuck Charles Martin. You ain't picking him over nothing, huh? Fuck Charles Martin. I'm with you. Marshall Simmons said, Trex, I know, okay, classic. Trex, answer to some of my shit. I don't know the answer to none of your shit. Ryan X said, if O'Sullivan has any skills and movement, he should beat Lemieux. Well, he really ain't got no movement. He right there in the wheelhouse. He right there in front of you. You ain't got to go looking for him. You ain't got to find him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it might be something that work against him in his fight. But just looking at Lemieux, it looked like he's slowing down. He looked like he had trouble making weight in his last fight. I don't even know if he made weight because he got on the scale and something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up taking all his clothes off. He got back on the scale. They holding the towel up. Billy Joe Saunders, people trying to go look at the weight, but they won't let him go over there. You know what I'm saying? And then from a distance, they say, oh, yeah, he made weight. So I'm not even sure if he made weight against Billy Joe Saunders. So that's why I'm leaning towards Gary O'Sullivan. Mr. Doc said, last I saw Sullivan, he was getting pieced up by Eubank Jr., but Lemieux was so damn slow and one-handed. Charles Martin has to knock Kanaki out, in my opinion. Doesn't throw enough punches. Yeah, if he got to knock him out to win, I don't think he'll win because I don't see him knocking him out. You know what I'm saying? J1 Pro said, I like O'Sullivan. I believe Lemieux best days are behind him. That's what I'm thinking too, bro. If it was a couple of years ago, I would pick Lemieux, no problem. Wouldn't even be thinking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Haplotype said, I'm half Puerto Rican, so I'll go back and listen. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna put the time where I get off into the shit after we finish the stream or whatever, so it'd be easy for you to find. You know what I'm saying? Rod, they said if Martin is off drugs, he should win. One thing I will say, he do look motivated. You know what I'm saying? He look like he happy to be in the gym. He happy to be fighting. That might mean that the money done ran out. You know how the game go. You know what I'm saying? But from the outside looking in, look like he motivated. He should put up a good fight. Haplotype said, hope you mentioned that Jesus, the first guy to beat Duran. Now, I ain't got that far yet. I'm gonna start from the beginning and work my way up. You know what I'm saying? Like the first fighters that I started off with was Nero Chin, Six Toe Escobar, and also I looked at Enrique Chafferdet, and he from Venezuela, but he was actually a participant in the first legal boxing match in Puerto Rico, so I decided to throw him in there. Uh Tone Banker said, Orlando B said, thanks guys already. We're gonna look it up. Tone Banker said this cushion is awesome. What kind of cushion you got, bro? J1 Post said Kaneki is going to punish Martin and smile doing it. Okay. I can see that, bro, because that motherfucker Martin damn sure ain't got no heart. Ron Clark said, I damn sure don't see him knocking nobody ass out. Nope, I don't see it either, brother. Winston Lee said Spike beat the shit out of Douglas. Nah, that was Kersey. That was Kersey. Oh no, both of them whooped him, didn't he? Yeah, Spike whooped him too. I'm tripping, bro. Yeah, Kersey beat the shit out of him, and then in that last fight, Spike beat the shit out of him too. Yeah, you right about that, bro. All right, D said, doesn't Spike remind y'all of Soda Popinski? You know, crazy, yeah. Falling on Sean's, okay, he good. La D said, okay, no more corny jokes from her. What you talking about?
You
Oh, you
get
talking to Haplotype? Haplotype said my son is Puerto Rican, huh? Already. You know what I'm saying?
oh, you
I
missed it.
also what you say, bro?
La D told him, too bad you wasn't a quarter of Puerto Rican because I could have called you Puerto Rican.
Yeah, she crazy. Right, they said ain't Martin the fighter that said I walk this earth as a god. Yeah, he said this shit. That shit was funny as hell too when he said that shit. Hey, but y'all know what, man? You know we ain't been doing a whole bunch of trivia and shit, so I had to come with like some little miniature trivia for y'all one time. I want to see how well y'all know y'all undefeated boxing world champions. You know what I'm saying? So it's only 15 of them that they got listed on YouTube. They got 10 of them that were straight undefeated, and then they got five of them that was undefeated, but they had like a draw or two. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how good y'all know y'all undefeated fighters, and please don't cheat on the goop. Marshall Simmons
Set shot in the
said,
building. What's good,
said
fam?
shot, what's up, bro? He said what he missed. See, he ain't really missed too much, man. Nothing that you can't go back and check out. I broke down a couple of Puerto Rican fighters. I have the time in the chat, so you can go back and check it out. But right now, we about to look at some undefeated boxing world champions. So I'm gonna say the record, y'all, and y'all tell me what fighter it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. So the first fighter, I'm gonna start out with something easy. Uh, this fighter here he retired at 46 and 0. 46 and 0. So what fighter retired at 46 and 0? And all of these fighters were champions too. They were a champion at one level or another. And that B said, sounds good. I'm just getting off already. J1 Pro said, I'm going to have to see it to believe it. Okay, you talking to Lawrence Williams. D said, hold on. Got to share this video on social media. Appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right, Lawrence Williams up in this bitch. Haplotype, Chris Rayner. Yep. Joe Kawasaki. Yes, sir. That's probably something easy for y'all to Google real quick on the
Set
nigga
shot said Rocky.
ass. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 32 and 0? 32 and 0. What undefeated boxing world champion retired at 32 and 0? Ron Clark said, I don't know. Rocky Marciano. I only know Rocky Marciano and Floyd Mayweather. I don't know nobody else. That's the point, bro. I didn't know the shit either. You know what I'm saying? Look at Chris Rayner got it real quick. Andre Ward. It seems like it's gonna be kind of easy for you. All right, I got one that's a little bit tougher. And I don't none of these fighters got the exact same record either, so ain't nothing gonna overlap. But this one gonna be a little bit tougher though. I see you down there, Winston Lee, set shot. All right, look. So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 20 and 0? And if y'all get to one that y'all don't know, just let me know. I'll give y'all the initials or something. DC Award, one of them ones, got it. Napoleon, Harold Tatum, Rod X, yes, sir. So what undefeated fighter retired at 20 and 0? If y'all come back with this quick, I know something. Y'all done went to Google on your boy real quick.
Harold Tatum in the building. What's good, fam?
Yes, sir. What's up with you? What undefeated world champion retired at 20 and 0, y'all? And if you don't know, just give me let me tell me that you want some initials. Give me an uncle or something. I'll
Theo.
give y'all the initials. Ronald Finkley talking about Jimmy B. I don't know who Jimmy B is. I don't see him on the list. Right. So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 20 and 0? Haplotype's at 20 and 0, lots of guys, but it's a champion haplotype. What champion retired at 20 and 0? It's not a lot of champions that got a chance to retire undefeated. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all want a hint? His initials are DP. And for y'all Pornhub enthusiasts, I ain't talking about double penetration. I'm talking about the name of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? His initials are DP, and I'll give you another initial. I mean, another hint. He had a fight against Danny Jacobs. This man had a fight against Danny Jacobs, and if that don't do it, I know that's gonna do it. The man had a fight against Danny Jacobs, and his initials are DP. One of the ones that got to be Pirro. That's who it is, Dimitri Pirro. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 59 and 0 and 9, and I think he had 2 no contests. Spirit of Justice, what's up with it?
Justice in the building. What's good, fam?
So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 59 0 and 9? And I'll just give you the initials. His initials are JB. Cause that might be kind of hard. I said he retired. I thought he retired. Didn't that motherfucker get sick or something? Pirro? I thought he got sick or something like that. Tom Banker said he'll be right back. He about to go get into some shit.
He about to go out of the name. He about to go out of the name.
Yeah. Right, next time about Lopez. Yeah, this fighter right here, 59 0 and 9, and his initials are JB. I might throw yeah, Justin Bieber. Yeah. They talking about Lala D Brown. I don't know what Brown is. Do I got a Brown on here?
I thought no Brown. Shot was being funny. I forgot about Rocky Marciano.
Lawrence Williams said Pirro had a back injury. That's what I thought. I knew it was something, man. I said he might have got sick, but I knew something happened to that motherfucker. Spirit of Justice say this shit make me feel like a casual. ID got it. Jimmy Berry, welcome back from Google. Mr. Doc say Pirro's back was broken slightly. Yeah, I knew it was some kind of ailment. He didn't just walk away from the game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jimmy Berry was the name of the answer. Okay. So what undefeated boxing world champion left the game? I ain't gonna say retired. Left the game at hold on. His record was 51 0 and 1. So what undefeated boxing world champion left the game with his record at 51 0 and 1? 51 0 and 1. Marshall Simmons talking about Jack Britton. He came back with some old school shit. Haplotype said Pirro knocked Jacobs' ass the fuck out. Yeah, knocked his ass out. We'll give Jacobs a little credit though, because he was going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? I think his grandmother had died and stuff like that. Moody Trae real quick. Hold on, Lawrence Williams real quick. And Rod X the champ. Shit, they ain't playing no game. Ricardo Lopez. That's exactly who that was. Okay, I'm gonna throw an easy one in there, y'all, because I know some of y'all feeling like some casuals. So, what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 49 and 0? What undefeated boxing world champion left the game at 49 and 0? D real quick with it. Rocky Marciano.
I thought Seth Shot was finna come with.
D ain't playing no game. Got Rocky Marciano. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna come with another easy one. So, what undefeated boxing world champion left the game at 50 and 0? 50 and 0. We Degree said, why the fuck is there a room full of wrenches? You worried about the wrong thing, partner.
Hey, for people that come in and troll it. This is a room full of respect up in here.
A room full of respect. You ain't lying.
Room full of respect.
Yep, Mayweather. That's exactly who that was.
Correction, we a gym full of respect, my friend.
Yeah. Who got that first? Lala D got that one first. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I got a slightly tougher one. What undefeated boxing world champion left the game at 27 and 0? We Degree down there laughing. Oh, he was timed out by Rod X for 300 seconds.
See what
That's why they got the wrenches.
That's why they got them wrenches.
What undefeated boxing world champion left the game at 27-0?
Right, they
G
say you
D
need to
said gym full of real
apologize.
boxing heads, huh?
They come back in the gym, you need to apologize.
Right, they got that shit quick. How the fuck one of the ones? God damn, y'all some beasts, man. Edwin Valero.
Say you
They
died in
goddamn
prison
Google is good, ain't it? Google is good all the time, and all the time,
all the
Google is
time.
good.
Let's
All
get
right,
it.
man. I know something if y'all get this one off the cuff. What undefeated boxing world champion left the game at 30-0?
Hey, the next trivia tournament gonna be lit, huh, bro?
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some bonus questions on there too. We ain't gonna do it like we did last time. This time when we have bonus questions, it's just gonna be real hard ass boxing questions. They just gonna be hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be worth 2 points. One of the ones said he died in prison. Marshall said we all mechanics. Oh yeah, that's why we got the wrenches. I found that man that said something. I know what he talking about. Goddamn. D said, okay, Terry, one of the ones that killed his white haplotype Valero Lala D said, no, my answer was for 49-0. Mayweather had retired, then came back. Okay. Winston Lee said Valero. Yep, right. They said, I don't use Google. Word up, nigga. All right, bro. Gangsta Rodney talking about Salvador Sanchez. Haplotype said me, neither. Shit, straight off the dome. Cap, what's
Cap in
up
the
with it,
building.
man?
What's good, fam?
He said, Marlo, panel in chat, peace and salute. What's up with you, man? What's going
Salute,
down?
fam.
All right, so I asked the question already. What undefeated boxing world champion retired at 30-0? If I ask another question, my bad. We going to this one though. What undefeated boxing world champion left the game at 30-0? And let me know if y'all need the initials or something, because I ain't never heard of this fighter. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Marshall Simmons say, with mechanics of boxing knocked out his ass for fuck's sakes. Then he talking about Trae for fuck's sake. He tripped me out with that shit. One said, don't know this one. Yeah, y'all want the initials? His initials are HS, y'all. HS. Haplotype initials. D, hint. HS, y'all. I ain't never heard of this fighter. You know what I'm saying? But hey, a lot of the time, them fighters that I be coming across, y'all, that's how I do. I just be sitting around looking at shit,
Hey,
reading shit.
one of the ones. Hey, you know how you supposed to know your best friend.
You
Google.
say, yeah, you already know. His initials are HS, y'all. I don't see the answer yet. Yeah.
Sanchez.
All right, there you got it. D got it. His name is Harry Simon. Harry Simon. Chris Rayner talking about Hope Sanders. Billy Hope. Lala D talking about Sanchez. Harry Simon. Okay, this one gonna be hard in a bitch. And I know it's gonna be hard because I can barely even say the name. So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 24-0? And I'll give y'all his initials. It's PS. PS. When Salih said he don't know, Unirama said Henry Strongarm. One of the ones said, nah, Marlo, straight off the top of the dome. Huh?
That's
Legendary
what's up, man.
Talkcast. What's up, bro? I just subscribed to your channel today, man. Oh
Legendary.
yeah,
What's good, fam?
y'all don't forget, y'all. We got that open door policy on throwing your shot up in the chat, y'all. So if y'all want to be strategic or whatever, throw your shot up in the chat and tell people why they should subscribe to your channel. Damn, I'm getting tongue twisted. Don't just say subscribe to my channel. Tell people why they should subscribe to your channel. That'll be better. You know what I'm saying? So whenever y'all want to, just do that. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just don't be disrespectful and flood a motherfucker full of spam and shit. But if you just want to throw your shot up, it's all good. So the initials are PS, y'all. Marshall Simmons say I don't use Google. Kurt Sugar way better. Unirama say roll tide. Hell yeah. Definitely roll tide. One of the ones said, man, are these some local boxing records or something? Hell no, it ain't local boxing records. D got it right there. Pitch it, sick bang, Pracken. Pitch it, sick bang, Pracken retired at 24-0. That's
It's
who that
all
was.
good. Hey, this
Okay,
for
so
learning,
what?
we try to you know what I'm saying, bro. This is just to broad our brain in boxing, especially for the trivia. This for learning, fam. We ain't calling nobody out.
Spirit of Justice said, what 28-2 fight about to crush Danny Garcia this Saturday? I used to think he was, bro, but I don't think that no more. Well, if you ever get a chance, go back and watch that Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman fight over again, bro. Hey, I watched the first 8 rounds of the fight, and I feel like Danny Garcia won 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? The first round he got caught. The second round was close, but I give it to Thurman because he was the champion. And then I seen that motherfucker Danny Garcia win the next 5 of the next 6 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen that motherfucker weed degree in a couple other chats and shit too. I don't even know what he done said to get hidden and timed out, but shit, that's on him. So hold on, let me look back in the chat. Hold on. D said he cheated. One of the ones said some cat from Iceland with a perfect domestic record, huh? Like D said, weed degree is big man. What he mad about though?
Oh no,
Switch just
read his comment though.
I ain't even see his comment. What did shit say?
That nigga said, it said, just a timeout. You bitches ain't mechanics. You a bunch of hyped up motherfuckers. Block. He knew he was getting blocked for that. He started laughing.
That sound like a hater, man. Cause I done seen this dude in different places and shit. Like, why is you coming up in here with all that bullshit, man?
Right.
I
We
swear,
don't
some
play
channels
like
be
that over here,
hating
man.
like a motherfucker. Be sitting back there eating them bananas and shit. They probably sending minions over here to come fuck with us. But it's
Right.
all good though. We gonna keep a smile on our face regardless, though. You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all. What undefeated boxing world champion retired at 34-0? You know what I'm saying? And his initials are SO. What undefeated boxing world champion retired at 34-0 and his initials are SO? Unirama say, get the fuck out my gym, huh? Right? They say thanks.
The fuck out my
Uh,
gym. Your boo ass week.
oh, Haplotype got that shit. We're on the quick. D say he a fucking hater. I'll block that bitch in other channels. Okay, so Savin Aki, that's the name of the guy. Mr. Doc say throw in a damn tab. Lala D say bananas are perm and bifocals. You ain't lying. One of the ones got that. How you know that shit, boy? You know what I'm saying? All right, so look, what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 30-0-5? And his initials are Jack. I mean, damn, I done said too much. JM. JM, y'all. What undefeated boxing world champion retired at 30-0-5? And his initials are JM. Unirama said Marlo and Trae keep a clean gym. Yeah, we try to, bro. Appreciate that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We're gonna respect everybody's opinion and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 30-0-5 and his initials are JM? Haplotype said he was waiting for that one. Okay. All right, D got that one. You go cheat again, boy? Jack McAuliffe,
El
30
Fanichi
0
in
and
the
5.
building. What's good, fam?
I can't even see his name. Yeah, El Fanichi. What's up, bro? He said, what's good, dynamic duo? Just checking in. Got to hit this clock. Peace, fam. Already, bro.
Peace,
Don't
man.
work too hard, my brother. You know what I'm saying? All right. So look, what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 26-0-1? And his initials are TM. TM.
And they ain't
D said
talking
you
about me. He ain't talking about me.
yeah. One of the ones said he never heard of him. D said you gave me his first name. All right, bro, my bad. So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 26-0-1? And his initial, all right, there we go. One of the one. How the hell you know that one? Terry Marsh, that's his name.
I was undefeated till Sosa sent his punk goons to jump me.
Yeah. So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 28-0? I know y'all don't know this one. I know y'all don't know this shit. Chris Raylor talking about that Tony Montana. So what undefeated boxing world champion retired at 28-0 and his initials are ML? I know y'all don't know this one. If you answer this question, you pretty much letting me know that you been going to Google. Goddamn. One say, how would I know that? A countryman. What the hell are you talking about?
He's saying
He
that
said, how
he
would
a
I know
countryman.
that? That's a country, man.
Yeah.
I don't, are they saying what's up to El Fanichi and stuff? What undefeated boxing world champion retired at 28-0 and his initials are ML? I'm gonna have to. One of these gonna have to be like a bonus question on the tournament or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Napoleon say Mickey Lattimore, no sir. Look at that. So that's a man that made an honest guess right there, man. That's what's up. Didn't even flee to Google. D said another hint. Shit, that's the only hint I got, man. His initials are ML. He was 28 and old. I don't even know what weight class he was in or nothing. I ain't never heard of the man. I probably should have got more information about these motherfuckers. So we could have learned something.
No, it's gonna be some on the trivia because it ain't gonna be the same question. You gotta flip it up on them, bro.
Oh, one said, how wouldn't I know Terry Marsh? That's a fellow countryman. I was thinking that shit when you had answered the question too. Right, they say Lewis Haplotype say gotta be some Asian fighter. It looked like he might be Asian to me. It looked like it. Napoleon said he made that shit up to sound like he doing something. Yeah. Chris Rayner said uncle. Goddamn, he gave me my first uncle, man. Back on my man with a T.O.
Right.
Martin Clark talking about Martin Luther King Jr. No, sir.
Damn, Dr. Chucky.
Yeah. Y'all give me another uncle, man. Give me a T.O. Now we'll go ahead and keep it moving. We got one more after him, and then we'll be finished with that. One of the ones that Trae be coming with them under the radar guys. Yeah, that's one of the purposes, man, to take the under the radar guy and shit put them above the radar, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Uniramer pleading the fifth. Let me get one more. One more uncle plead the fifth. Give me something. Throw your fives in there one time. We can keep it moving. All right, J1 Pro gave me an uncle. I don't know. Rod X got something that looked like it. I said KL. I'm tripping like a motherfucker, y'all. It was KJ with my sorry ass handwriting, y'all. His name is Kim Jawan. Oh, I'm tripping like a motherfucker. I done answered the wrong question, y'all. Mahalu is the name of the dude, y'all. And then I answered the last question, Kim Jawan. He was 16-0-2. So my bad on that. We fucked up. But this dude name was Mahalu, 28-0. And Kim Jiwon was 16-0-2, y'all. That was my last one. I tripped out like motherfucker. So what y'all want to do now, y'all? I know we've been pushing back this featherweight lineage and shit. My boy Rod X been talking about we need to do this shit for the longest. So what y'all want to do? We can jump into the featherweight lineage, or we can just jump on like some Q&A shit and just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of shit that's going on in the sports world, boxing, college football, whatever y'all want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all want to do? We can do this featherweight lineage, or we can just chop it up and chill. Ryan Clark say shaking my head. Yeah, I'm tripping on that gas. Uniramer talking about time to gas up, Trae. That's the problem. I'm on too much gas. I thought I had some shit that was gonna help me stay focused and shit. Then I looked it up. It said that shit make you sleepy. So yeah, I tripped out. If I need to say Q&A, yeah, he ain't got time to be wrecking his brain on that whole ass lineage. So we just going jumping straight on the Q&A. All right, that's what's up, man. We can do the Q&A then, man. What y'all want to chop it up about? What's going down with you? That's one vote
Saturday.
anyway.
Lala D said, let's talk about Saturday.
Let's talk about Saturday. This coming up Saturday. I saw that there was a couple of fights that's coming on. I think Amir Khan, he gonna fight against that Samuel Vargas cat. Of course, we got Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, and I think we also got that Kaneki fight too. You know what I'm saying? So Saturday is going down, man. I cannot wait till Saturday, y'all. I promise. I love calling them big fights and shit like that. That should be fun. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all come fuck with us for sure. You know what I'm saying? Rod X say chop it up already. Chris Rayner said Triple G equals MGK, Canelo equals Eminem. I don't know who the hell is in MGK, that Machine Gun Kelly Cat or something like that. Yeah, I think that's who that is. I think I saw he made some kind of diss song. He made some kind of diss song and shit like that. I heard that damn diss song that Ludacris made about that 6ix9ine kid though. I like that shit because he killed him with the art. You know what I'm saying? That shit was funny too. Mr. Doc said Angel's gonna stop the fight. You think he gonna stop the fight? Hey, I thought so, Mr. Doc, when I first looked at the fight, but when I went back and restudied these fights that they had against Keith Thurman, I came away feeling like Danny Garcia was a significantly better fighter than Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he's gonna go in there and blow him out and just destroy him, but just looking at technical skills, I think he's a way better fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like just even from the way Sean Porter posts up. Do you notice how he keeps his right hand extended away from his face? Like he kind of keep his arm stretched out a little bit. But that's why he be getting caught with them lead left hooks and shit. Adrian Broner caught him with a lead left hook and dropped him. If you look at that video that Marlo'S dropped, Keith Thurman hit him with some lead left hooks and shit. And that's gonna be there for Danny Garcia too. So any kind of hook Danny Garcia want to hit him with is gonna be there. He can hit him with the lead left hook, and Porter likes to rush in head first, so he can also get hit with the check hook. You know what I'm saying? So, and if he decides to post up in the mid range, which I don't normally see him do, he can get caught with a one of them no look left hooks that he be throwing. So the left hook is gonna be a problem for Sean Porter, man. I definitely was gonna take Porter at first, but not now. Seshaw said, how you like your crow? Fried or grilled? I ain't eat no crow this time. I'm on I'm on Daddy
Hey,
Garcia.
hey, y'all ain't seen the video, man. Go check out the last video we dropped.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, Marlo on that hot side. One of the ones that my Cuban brother fighting this weekend. That's what's up. What's his name, man? What's his record and shit? Winston Lee said 85 for Triple G Canelo. Damn, they in my pockets. Oh, you talking about for the cost of the pay-per-view and shit? Yeah, man. That's like another little miniature bill that a motherfucker be having to squeeze in there. I'm right there with you, bro. I didn't plan on spending no $100 on this shit. Marshall Simmons said, hey, I watched a bit of college football at the weekend. It was pretty good. You damn right it was good, boy. Shit, you over here fucking with these Americans. We love that football, especially college. El Fenice said, who Trae's got for the Porter versus Garcia? So you got to go check out the last video that we made. But I got Garcia, bro. I've been having Porter for months. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm back. I'm on Garcia because I went and actually looked at the film. You know what I'm saying? And I just see that Garcia just a better fighter, man. I think he got the better chin. He ain't never been knocked down or knocked out in his career, amateur or pro. That motherfucker Porter been knocked out as an amateur before. He was knocked out in the Pan American games. You know what I'm saying? Garcia just got the better. He like since he got a good chin, that makes him be very brave as far as his counter punching it and catching and shooting and shit. Because he's not worried about you hitting him one time. So he brave enough to stand in the pocket and stand and deliver with you. And when he catch and shoot, it ain't just going to the head. He'll catch and shoot and come back to the body on your ass. And one of the things that I had a problem with him is that he got short arms and shit. And I thought that might be a detriment against Sean Porter. But if you got a person that's trying to crash your space and fight you in close quarters, having short arms is going to be an asset. So when that motherfucker Sean Porter come in there doing that shit, Danny Garcia gonna be able to catch and shoot with his ass, and that shit gonna be accurate and it's gonna be hurting. So I'm taking Garcia, man. One of the ones that Groves versus Smith, also a good watch. Yeah, I just heard so much about them changing that lineup in that fight. I didn't even know if they was gonna fight for sure. So that's why I ain't been paying too much attention to it. Marshall said, yeah, UK card, you comment. Okay. Capital Tight said Russell Crowe versus Will Smith. That's something from Marlo now, so I ain't really good on that kind of shit. Who you got out of Russell Crowe and Will Smith, Marlo?
I'll take Russell Crowe.
All right.
The only Will Smith is that what's that dude? What's that movie he made? He was a Bionic Man. Like he was
that I Am Legend shit or something.
Yeah, I think not I Am Legend. He was a doctor or something in that one. The one where he could fly everywhere. I forgot the name.
Oh, you talking about Hancock?
Yeah, Hancock. That's the only tough ass Will Smith.
I like Russell Crowe in 310 The Human, man. So I'm gonna take Russell Crowe because he got one of my favorite movies. One of the ones that Khan versus Vargas too, yes, sir. Mr. Doc say Danny Gift has better technique than Porter for sure, but he doesn't have Porter's physical strength, and Porter's gonna close distance way faster than guys like the Ghosts. Yeah, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he necessarily weak either, man. Like the way he was standing his ground against Keith Thurman. I want you to go back and look at that fight again if you haven't watched it in a long time. I watched the first 8 rounds of the fight yesterday. And I had Danny Garcia winning the first 5 out of those 8 rounds against Keith Thurman. I didn't watch the last 4 rounds, but that's when Keith Thurman started running and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good argument that Danny Garcia could have beat him. You know what I'm saying? So I got more respect for Danny than I did before I looked at this shit. Napoleon Armstrong said Danny won that slow ass hookup AB and Thurman shit quick and compact. That motherfucker be landing those. And the one thing about Danny Garcia, man, He adjusts to your timing. If you go back and look at him when he fought against Amir Khan was jumping in and hitting his ass with them fast ass combinations. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman jumping in and hit him with fast combinations. Danny Garcia was able to adjust to both of them, man. And them folks weren't able to land them punches like that, and he was able to actually hit them with that left hook. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's gonna be able to find that motherfucker. One of the ones say, Yordinas Yugas. Oh, that's your kinfolk, huh? I ain't know that. Unirama said Porter for the upset. I ain't been wrong in a minute. Okay, that's what my first mind told me, but I had to change it, man. I'm taking Garcia. One laughing Rod X said, I think Porter is too rough for Garcia. Thanks, Trae, for picking Garcia. All right. We're gonna see how long y'all gonna be able to stay on that eating crow shit.
Hey, haplotype. Hey, well, in that case, if it's that movie, I got Smith.
Sesha said so many crows in that vid, he loved it. Napoleon said, I'm pirating that shit. Hey, mate. One said, fighting Cesar Bonaveno. Okay. Yeah, Benita said, Marlo, saw that you had all those crows flying around Trags, been on a heavy crow diet. Yeah. La D said she got Danny. Said that's a woman with some sense right there. Goddamn, J1 Pro said Garcia gonna catch him with the left hook. Yeah, he got a variety of hooks that he can get caught with too. That motherfucker he gonna get caught with the lead hook and the goddamn check hook. You know what I'm saying? Lala D said, but a Porter win would only surprise me a little. Yeah, just a little bit. It's a close fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a good fight. We're looking forward to it. If we all knew the outcome of the fight already, why watch it? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Mr.
Hey,
Doc said, yeah. Go
what y'all
ahead.
think? What y'all think about Danny's game plan just coming right at him? You know what I'm saying? His
Yeah.
timing is better. Why not come at him if you know he can time his ass? Y'all got to think about those kind of things too, man. You heard his daddy say we got something for his ass. So the only thing
Yep.
I could think of that'd be cool if they go right at him off the top for round one. You know what I'm saying? Because he do like to box, y'all. He don't just come out the fight just coming out. You know what I'm saying, with that head down. He like to square up, and then like Trae said, he ain't squaring up with a good guard. You know what I'm saying? So if he do that and somebody coming at him, it might be some early going down. You know what I'm saying?
And then another thing, like this is what Angel Garcia, I read this last time, I'm gonna read it again. This is what he said when he did an interview with Blue Blood Sports. Blue Blood asked, what does Danny have to do to keep Sean off him? And this is what Angel Garcia said. Danny has to go in there and be Danny Garcia. We got some shit he never seen in his life. We got a game plan for him. The game plan we got, he gonna be shocked because ain't nobody ever fought him like this. So he basically saying that he gonna go to Sean Porter and they're gonna put Sean Porter on the back foot. And I'm not exactly sure how Sean Porter is gonna be able to fight him on the back foot. And Sean Porter is one of those fighters that like to come straight to you and maul you and like build up a head of steam before he jump in on you unexpectedly. Hey, if Danny Garcia got him on the back foot, he's not gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see, man. Danny Garcia might be coming in there with the right game plan, step straight to this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Kurt Sugar thinks that's a bad idea, but I think it makes it interesting at the very least.
Yeah.
Mr. Doc said, yeah, if it stays a boxing match, Danny Gift wins. I just don't think he'll be able to keep it a boxing match. Okay. I was thinking the same thing. One of the ones said, yeah, Groves was injured after the Eubanks Jr. fight, so they pushed the fight dates around. Okay. Marshall Simmons say, hey, there's a formula that a number of trainers have used. It's about those time shots singular. I saw a clip a while ago and it all came true. J1 Pro said Will Smith was Ali, though. I was thinking that shit. He did get some kind of training for Ali. You know what I'm saying? Appletite said Smith played Ali and Crow played Braddock. Oh, I ain't know that shit. I ain't good with my movies, man. Rod, they say he got Will Smith. One of the ones say Porter versus Thurman, one of my top fights of this decade. Number one is Crawford versus Gamboa. Yeah, that damn show was a good ass fight. I don't know about Crawford and Gamboa. That was all right, but I ain't gonna put it up there like that. J1 Pro said Danny Tomlin is outstanding. Hell yeah. And he got counter punching skills. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a sweet science. When you able to make a man miss and make him pay, I love that shit. That's a sweet science, and that man got that. You know what I'm saying? Napoleon Armstrong said Trae Thurman was fucking Danny up. Angel was mad in that corner. Go back and look at it again. I sat there and looked at it with my damn phones right in front of my eyes so I could see what was landing and what wasn't landing. And I sat there and saw that shit that Keith Thurman was throwing, that shit was not landing. Go back and look at that fight again. And I thought that Danny Garcia was crazy for thinking he won the fight after the fight. He wasn't crazy. That motherfucker was in there doing good work. That shit that Thurman was throwing was not landing, bro. I promise you. Go watch it again. Rod X say Porter versus Garcia is a close fight. More boxers need to have fights like this. Hell yeah. For sure. Marshall Simmons say Trae's con speed and busyness is overdone by singular well-timed shots. Kalino's trainer and others have used to get all those knockouts. Okay. Uh Chris Rayner said, I believe it's Garcia's fight to lose. I just don't know if I trust him too much. Rod X said Thurman picked Porter. Lala D said, I hope Angel comes out naysaying or nay-naying or something. He comes out more hyped up than Danny, huh? Rod X said Thurman couldn't keep Porter off him. I don't think Danny will be able to keep Porter off of him either. See, that's the thing, though. See, because they talking about taking two different game plans. That motherfucker, Thurman tried to go out there and outbox Porter, tried to use his range and keep him off of him. Danny is saying that he's not doing that. That's what Angel's saying. Angel ain't saying that he gonna go out there and try to keep him off of him. He's saying that they gonna go to his ass and put him on the back foot. That's not a person that's trying to keep you off of him, like I'm scared of you and I need to keep you away from me and don't touch me. They saying I'm coming to your ass. The way that we about to come fight you, you ain't never had nobody fight you like this before. They coming straight to the man and putting him on his back foot. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all talking about, he can't keep him off of him, they not planning on keeping him off of him. They planning on going to him and trying to whoop his ass. So I just want to see, man. This shit is going to make it interesting. I think it's going to be a good fight. Lala D said this counter punch when he dropped Zab. Who you talking about, Lala? Marshall said Trace, I was referring to Khan. Yeah, I know he was talking about. Talking about Khan throwing all them fast-ass punches, being busy, and he was able to get time by singular shots and shit. I just didn't know who the other guy that you was talking about was. What you say, Marlo?
Lala D talking about Zab.
Yeah, she talking about his counter punch when he dropped Zab. Who dropped Zab with a counter punch? Oh, you talking about Danny Garcia? Yeah, I forgot Danny Garcia fought Zab. I don't remember how that fight went. I can't remember how it went though. One said we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see, man. That's why they do the fights, right? You know what I'm saying? But that's part of what makes it a good fight. Half the people think one person gonna win, half the people think the other person gonna win. If we all felt like one person was gonna win, why even talk about it? You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good fight.
Everybody thought
I ain't trying to waffle either, y'all. This is my final pick. I'm taking Danny Garcia. I would not change it again.
Hey, at least you eat your crow. A lot of us family members don't even acknowledge they picked somebody and lost. A lot of them had Kovalov. We supposed to have like 8 to 10 crows when Kovalov got knocked out. I only seen 2.
Nah, you know another one when he took Dimitrenko over Baba Jennings. That was another one. We both took Dimitrenko, and I'm the only person that ate crow on that one. You know what I'm saying? I eat all my crow, y'all. That's one thing y'all can't say that I run from that crow. Hold on. Napoleon Armstrong said Angel bluffing. They ain't got no game plan. Why wouldn't they go into the fight with a game plan though, bro? That don't even make sense for you to say, bro. Like, why would you go into a big fight like this without a game plan?
Everybody
and Angel Garcia, I can't sit up there and say like he just some kind of stupid ass club fighter trainer. I think he is one of the most underrated trainers. And if you look at his in-game instructions, his in-fight instructions, he gives some great instructions in that corner. How the motherfucker be on the inside being too kind, how you need to start banging on the inside and all this kind of shit. Angel Garcia is a underrated trainer. Don't listen to the bullshit he says and let that cloud your judgment of him as a trainer. You can think he a piece of shit outside the ring, but don't think he just a bullshit trainer. You damn right he got a game plan going in there. Look how many times see one thing about Danny Garcia, like a lot of these fighters, they take these fights where they the favorite all the time. How many times has Danny Garcia been the underdog? You can't accuse this man of having like a million fights where he the favorite. He go and he have pick 'em fights. He have fights where he the underdog and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm laughing at
Chris. Okay, Chris Rayner said, "What fighter is y'all greatest letdown?" The greatest Zab Judah for me. Zab Judah, man. I remember when I first saw that motherfucker fight on Friday Night Fights. He was fighting some dude named Greg Sample or something like that. And I just remember how explosive this man look. I thought he was gonna be the next big thing. And them Peterson brothers too. I thought the Peterson brothers, both of them, was gonna be a big thing, and they both kind of let me down. I mean, not Lamont because he went far, but Marcus or Michael, whatever the fuck his name is, he really let me down. What you about to say, bro?
I was gonna tell Rod X. I said Rod X, easiest crow. Hey, but Broner and Jacobs for me. Everybody else, I thought Broner was gonna be something. I thought Jacobs, you know what I'm saying, was gonna be something too. Before the
Yeah, I never
Chargers.
was really high on Jake on Broner, man. I saw him in that ragged ass shoulder roll, leaning back, looking up at the ceiling, not transitioning from defense to offense.
Yeah.
I never thought he had like the greatest ceiling in the world. And when I saw that he signed to fight Marcos Madonna, I felt like he was gonna get his ass whooped. Rod X said, I wish the Garcia luck on that game plan. I just don't see it. Okay, Chris Rayner said, I ate that crow on Kovalev. Rod X said, I picked the Alvarez over Kovalev. I remember I vouched for that, man. I co-signed that. Napoleon said, if that's their game plan, they ain't got one. But, bro, you listen to what you're saying. So you got a fighter that likes to come forward and maul you. And you saying that you got a game plan that you're going to put him on the back foot.
Hey,
That makes sense. That's just like fighting Triple G and putting him on the back foot. So like I don't know, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Are you just talking politics like you don't like them, so you just saying that kind of shit? Or are you saying you think it's a stupid game plan? I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. One said, man, I ate the biggest crow when my Don Rigo lost his fight. I was not happy. I thought I threw the goddamn remote across the room on some oxide of belly shit. Okay. J1 Pro said Trae's analysis is solid. Y'all bugging. Appreciate it, bro. Sesha say, uh, your show, your crow, huh? I'm gonna eat my crow for sure. D said Garcia is a good trainer. He is a good trainer, underrated trainer. J1 Pro said I picked Eliada Alvarez. I can't vouch for you. I ain't saying you didn't. I just don't remember seeing it. D said Jeff left hook Lacey. Chris Rayner said Victor Ortiz and AB. Well, he is okay. So y'all saying the fighters that let y'all down. Okay. One of the ones said, yeah, Zal was a letdown for him too. Yeah, much more so than over Adrian Broner for me. You know what I'm saying? Rod X said Michael Grant was a big letdown too. Yeah, Michael Grant, that motherfucker didn't have no chin. I remember when Jamil McCline hit that motherfucker in the chin and broke his ankle. I remember seeing that big 6'7" looking motherfucking. I thought he was gonna be somebody too, man. La D said, and Bloods turned that stinking ass shoulder roll for real. You know what I'm saying? Napoleon Armstrong said that won't work on Porter. Period. Okay, so you saying that it's a dumb game plan then? Okay, so you got that right to feel that way. That's your opinion. That's cool. I was just trying to understand what you were saying. So Napoleon said he feel like that's a dumbass game plan. Well, that means that you feel the same way Kurt Sugar do, because Kurt Sugar don't feel like he needs to fight him that way either. But I actually see some wisdom in what he's saying, though. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a smart idea to, if you got a fighter that like to come forward and build up a head of steam and maul you, I think it's smart to have him on the back foot trying to outbox you. You know what I'm saying? Just like Triple G. Like if I was to fight Triple G, or if I trained a fighter to fight Triple G, I wouldn't have them going out there trying to fight him like Willie Monroe. I would have him go out there step two Triple G ass like Danny Jacobs did, and box him a little bit too. Step to him and box him. You know what I'm saying? Not just straight up go out there and run from him and try to keep him off of him and all that kind of shit. I don't believe in that in boxing. I believe if you're gonna outbox somebody, go out there and get your respect first. Go out there and step to him and drop something on their ass and then start boxing them. You know what I'm saying?
D
Chris
Biz in
Rainer
the
said, "Who's
building.
y'all
What's
biggest
good?
hype job of all
What's up,
time?"
fam?
D Bill, what's up, bro? Chris Rainer said, "Who y'all biggest hype job of all time?" For right now, it probably have to be Joshua for me, bro, because you know he's a unified champion and all that. History is gonna look at him as like a bad motherfucker, and I just don't see it. In my mind, I think he like a B-level fighter. I don't think he's just the worst that I ever seen, but I think he about a B-level fighter, and he got a chance to go down in history as a motherfucker like a Holyfield or something. I just don't see that. I think he a hype job. You know what I'm saying? DB say peace. Sesha say Tony super bad. Harrison big letdown for me. He ain't done yet though. I like Tony Harrison. I bet my money and he fucked my money off when he fought against Jerry Hurd though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like him as much as I used to.
Mhm.
But I think he a good fighter though. I thought he was gonna be Ishe Smith in his last fight. I thought it was a good bet to take that over in that fight though, because Ishe Smith don't let you knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Uh Lala D say, yeah, AJ right now. That's what I think. One say Broner the biggest hype job. I can't say Broner the biggest hype. Well, I guess you can say that because a lot of people felt like he would be the next Mayweather, and I never saw that. So you might have a point. Right, they say Trae, you saying you're saying attack your opponent's strength. I'm saying to attack my opponent's strength. To me, I'm saying to take away your opponent's strength. If your
Mm.
opponent loves to come forward and you're pushing him on his back foot, that is taking their strength away from them because you're not allowing them to get that head of steam. Like when you watch Jaime Munguia, how Jaime Munguia likes to take a couple of steps back and then he'll just jump in with a head of steam and momentum and start throwing punches. What if you didn't allow Jaime Munguia to jump in like that? What if you pushed him back on his back foot and he never got to jump in with that head of steam? He's going to have problems. That's what I'm saying. Like if you got somebody like Golovkin and you pushing them back, tell them, all right, if you got Mike Tyson and you fighting against Tyson and you push his ass back on his back foot, you think Tyson gonna be as effective on his back foot as he is on his front foot? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them times, like you look at Buster Douglas, how he fought Mike Tyson. He didn't go out there and try to fight Tyson the way Mayweather fought Corrales. He went out there and slew Tyson ass and brought the fight to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing. My bad, I'm getting kind of crunk. I ain't trying to shit on y'all opinion, but I'm just saying we talking boxing. You know what I'm saying? Rod X, D said AJ, Little G, and Ryan Garcia. I forgot about Ryan Garcia. And he got about 16, 17 fights now, man. That's a damn shame. He needs to start stepping up the competition. Right?
Talking
They
about
say
hype
Prince
job.
Hamed was a hype job too. You think so?
Man, that nigga too
Tommy
weak.
Morrison and Eddie Lacy. Yeah, if Kurt Sugar was here, he'd definitely be agreeing with you about Tommy Morrison for sure. You know what I'm saying? Uh Sesha say Kovalev biggest hype. You think so? Kovalev was all right though. He got some pretty decent wins. I respect the win that he had over the cat from Canada. I can't think his name, John Pascal. I have respect for that. Pascal, an underrated puncher in boxing. Uniram said, I love how Sugar Ray Leonard will go toe to toe and outbox him. Yeah, he'll go toe to toe and out. He shouldn't have went toe to toe with Duran though. It's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Napoleon saying if they fight that way, the fight ends on cuts and they not spend 9 months waiting on them cuts to heal. When you seen Danny make adjustments or be the aggressor on the championship level, I'm willing to bet that you haven't watched this fight against Keith Thurman in a long time. I bet you watched it that one time and didn't watch it again. But that's what I did. And I left with a fucked up understanding of the fight. Go back and watch that Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman fight again. Watch the shit up close. Tell me look at what's landing and shit. And I want you to tell me Danny Garcia's approach to that fight. Look at all the punching and shit. Look how he was stepping to Keith Thurman, going to his body with catching and shooting, going to the body and shit like that. I would say he made adjustments. Look at when he fought him. Amir Khan touching him with combinations. He made the adjustment in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Go back and watch that fight again between Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman, bro. One of the ones said Nassim fought nobody's. Nassim thought nobody's lost and quit boxing. Bro, type that shit out right one. God damn, you too smart to be writing this shit all fucked up like this, bro. I can barely even read this. Nassim thought nobody's lost and quit boxing. Wouldn't say he was a hype job, though. He did have some decent skill. Yeah, I thought Nassim was a pretty good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Napoleon Armstrong said Danny counter punches. They saying that to throw Porter off. Shit, I don't know, bro. I think that's just something that they got in their back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Just because they saying that they gonna go to him, that don't mean that they just gonna show him one look the whole fight. Danny Garcia is a good enough fighter where he can show you a lot of different looks. He can come to
Hey,
you early, but he can also step back and box on your ass. You
hey,
know what I'm
look,
saying? So go
in the
ahead.
Danny Garcia Thurman fight, Thurman jumped on Danny off the Richter first round, like the first 10 seconds. He went right at his head. You know what I'm saying? Backed him up and everything, rocked him. But his demeanor never changed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It was round for round. You got to watch him because the boy catch shots. A lot of shit that your motherfuckers be looking at be caught. You know what I'm saying? And he giving it back. You miss, you pay. Those are things that's going to happen when you, like I said, when you coming in. When you able to catch shots and come in, you're going to be making a motherfucker pay and you up close. It ain't those lunging shots that he usually throw. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a game plan for him because he throw lunging shots. And when he miss, he be open. You know what I'm saying? So if he up close, you ain't got to worry about a lunging shot. So that's why I say it's a good game plan. You know what I'm saying? It could backfire. All game plans could backfire.
Yeah, we just having a little discussion about the shit anyway. At the end of the day, they got to get in there and fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All we can do is just talk about it and look and predict and shit. You know what I'm saying? Winston Lee said Kell Brook biggest hype job. You might have a point with Kell Brook. Kell Brook, his opponents had over 900 losses at the time he fought Earl Spence. So you got a point on that. One of the ones I'm about Ryan Garcia. Haplotype said Ryan Garcia is a major hype job. I can see it. He definitely got some holes in this game. Winston Lee said he agree. Haplotype said Hamed was not a hype job at all. He got lazy in training for Barrera. Yeah, I thought Hamed was decent, man. His style was raw as fuck. It didn't look good, but he was definitely an athlete and he could punch. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was the real deal. And especially if he beat somebody like Kevin Kelly and stuff like that, you got to have some kind of respect for him. D said Ahmed was cool. Right, they say Barrera gave Hamed a boxing lesson. I think Hamed retired after that fight. I think that was his last fight too, if I ain't mistaken. Right, they said I picked Danny over Thurman. I picked Thurman over Danny, and I didn't even really just watch that fight up close. I had a lot of shit going on at the spot that I was watching it at and shit. But I went back and watched it up close yesterday though. I didn't watch the whole fight. I watched the first 8 rounds. Me and Marlo watched both of them. We watched Sean Porter versus Thurman, and we watched Danny versus Thurman. When I first watched the Sean Porter fight, I thought Sean Porter beat Keith Thurman. But when I rewatched it, I had it tied up 5-5 going into the championship rounds, and Keith Thurman stepped on the gas and he won the championship rounds, and that's why he ended up winning that fight. I saw that. But against Danny Garcia, he had a whole different type of puzzle in front of him, and Danny Garcia was giving his ass all kind of problems, hitting him with shots and shit. I don't think y'all remember, man. So I want y'all to go back and watch that fight, man, before Saturday.
Yeah.
Square business.
Hey, one of these live streams, we're gonna watch it together. You know what I'm saying? We could all
Yeah,
watch it
yeah.
together, and you know what I'm saying. We could all score it together too, and just you know what I mean. We all respect each other's opinion. I ain't shitting on nobody's opinion. I was just saying, like, just giving the explanation, watching film, why I think that's a good game plan against Porter. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
And you know we passionate. You know what I'm saying? You see D, just fun, y'all.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no hard feelings enough, man. It's just a little discussion. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I got love for you. La D said, was Provodnikov a hype job? No. I think Provodnikov was an overachiever, but I wouldn't say he was a hype job. With his kind of style, I would say he was an overachiever. I think that's the best word for him. You know what I'm saying? Derek Bailey, what's up with you, man? What's going down? Marshall Simmons said, when you getting openly dissed by Lennox Lewis, UK legend, they are calling Tyson Fury the people's champ. Joshua has lost for that move, okay? You think he a hype job. Haplotype said Hamed was not a hype job. Anyone who says that wasn't watching boxing then. I heard that from Haplotype, man. One say, slow your roll and read the shit correctly then, Trae. Well, you see how you just typed that right. You typed that shit correctly, so goddamn keep on typing like that, motherfucker. Goddamn, you must be over there lagging. That's why your ass wasn't typing right. Now you done woke up. Now you talking shit. Goddamn.
Man was a good boxer.
Haplotype said, and he didn't retire after Barrera. I thought he did, but like I said, I could have been wrong. He might have had like a couple of more, 1 or 2 more fights then after that. D said, we passionate about that boxing. You ain't lying, man. That's 100. Napoleon said, well, Peterson needs to bring his ass back in the Harry of Danny all this. I'm with Barry Hunter. Somebody is overrated. He said, if Danny all this, yeah, Danny a good fighter, man. I'm not saying he a flawless fighter. I'm not saying that he going into this fight with all the advantages. I feel like Sean Porter has the better stamina than Danny Garcia. I feel like Danny Garcia slowed down in the second half of the fight against Mauricio Herrera, and I felt like Peterson started putting them hands on him. But we all know that styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just use the triangle theory or nothing like that. But I do think that Danny has his advantages and Sean has his advantages coming into this fight. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Hold on. Rod X say, all debates will be answered on Saturday. Can't wait to see you. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Napoleon said,
that's
I
what's
will
gonna
watch it
make it.
again, Trex, and send you round for round analysis. Okay, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. D said, let's watch it tomorrow. I don't know if we can watch it tomorrow. We might have to. Do we got the technology to do that shit yet, bro?
I mean, shit, yeah, because we ain't breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta really look for nothing, but we can see. We can do it. I mean, we
Yeah,
can set it
yeah,
up.
we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Lala D said I picked Danny over Thurman. I was in Africa. Found an Instagram on my phone showing it live. Huh? She down there laughing and shit. That's what's up. Rod, they said Marlo Trace, it's all good. We just talking boxing. Oh yeah, you already know, man. I just want
Yeah.
y'all. I just want to make sure
Appreciate
y'all
it.
know I ain't taking it
Yeah.
personally or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Some people, y'all know how YouTube is. I don't even have to tell y'all. Y'all know some people get mad when you disagree with them and all that kind of stuff. But that ain't how we doing it over here.
Nah, we
Marshall
eating
Simmons
crow.
say, do you know if Fury won, it's him. But if Fury lost and White fights Joshua and win, Joshua will retire, and I think it's very possible. Okay. One said my shit was lagging though. Okay.
Nah, you was snowing. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
it's snowing over there, but the Foley North Show said that's why Kenny brought Barry in to give him the blueprint. Porter in 10. Okay, yeah. Much respect to your pick, bro. And that's a good point. If you saying Kenny Porter brought in Barry Hunter for the blueprint, that's what's up. But I don't think he would have to bring him in for that blueprint because I felt like part of the reason why Peterson gave him so much trouble because Peterson's stamina was a lot better than Danny Garcia. Porter already come in with good stamina and good condition. You know what I'm saying? So I already feel like this is advantage going into the fight, even without Barry Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Scrabble said I got Porter by knockout from a body shot. Hey,
Mm.
we so had it on that highlight clip when that motherfucker Sean Porter hit Keith Thurman with that body shot. That motherfucker turned and broke out running. You know
Got
what
on that
I'm saying?
bicycle fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Mark
it's not.
Wonderlick,
He
the
got a lot of.
Bears.
He got a lot of physical advantages. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. Porter the stronger man. He the bigger man. He fought at 165 as an amateur. You know what I'm saying? He been fighting bigger guys as a pro. Danny Garcia coming up from 140. Porter is the naturally bigger, more physical, aggressive fighter. You know what I'm saying? But I also think I like what Garcia, Angel Garcia said too, because he was talking about on that same interview on Blue Blood channel. He was talking about how the stuff that Danny does, I mean that Sean does with his head is not boxing. So he said he got something for that. He gonna let the referee know before the fight to be looking out for this kind of shit. And that's something that people do. That's what head coaches and shit do. They tip the referee off and let them know what to look for in the fight. So I think that's something smart for him to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, Seshaw said, I watched Provodnikov versus Bradley the other day. Highly entertaining scrap. Hell yeah, that was a hell of a fight. Chris Rayner said, do y'all think this could be fight of the year because of the styles? Um, Not really, not for me. I don't think it could be fight of the year. I mean, it's possible. Anything possible in boxing, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really I see Danny Garcia as like more of a boxer. Like, I don't really see him as just a knockdown, drag out fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll get hit early, but when he make his adjustment, he really don't get hit that much. Like when you go back and look at that Thurman fight again, y'all gonna see that he was not hitting Danny Garcia clean. He was not. You know what I'm saying? So I think having that characteristic will keep him from being like a fight of the year type fight. Rod X said first time Hamed fought a real world class fighter in his prime, he got his ass whooped. By the way, Hamed Doug Mayweather. Okay. The champ said it. Scrapbook said, what's going on? Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, everybody's saying what's up to Scrapbook and shit. So it looked like it's about 50-50. It looked like half the people think Garcia gonna win, half the people think Porter gonna win. So
Mm-hmm.
like you said, we're gonna see on Saturday, man. We can't fight for him. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna call Saturday Crow Day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Yeah, this is
waiting
gonna
for
be a major
Sunday.
throw day.
We ain't waiting for Sunday. Put it in the chat.
Yeah, it's going down for real. I
I
can't
need to
wait to
see
Saturday.
crows in the chat on Saturday, man.
Uh, yeah, it's going down. I can't wait, man. We down sure gonna call a frog out of well, man. So y'all make sure y'all fuck with us. We might be on this shit all day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be fights all day leading up to that fight. So yeah, it's going down. I gotta run to the kitchen real quick, bro. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. Saturday is gonna be Crow Day. Wait, Wait to Sunday. Yeah, you see all the crows in the video. Yeah, go have to pick one of them out the sky. Put it on your plate. Somebody is. I might be eating crow shit while I'm talking. The brody said, fuck that crow. He was ugly and chitlins or something. Hey, look, we gonna clean the crow. You ain't gotta eat it raw. We gonna clean. It's gonna be barbecued. I got a couple of birds in the freezer for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put them on around like 5 o'clock, 6, 5:30 or so. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. That book said show. I don't know who's on the undercard yet. I ain't even look. Just trying to say I'll make sure to bring some crow recipes. Yeah. Just put some sauce or something on it. Bacon potatoes for you. Yeah. That's what you gonna be eating when I be eating my crow Napoleon. I'm definitely gonna eat mine. I know what you know what I'm saying, where the physical part lie, but I just been looking at that boxing, man. It's kind of wicked how he catch them shots. And he make you pay. You don't see that often in boxers. You know what I'm saying? And he not really one of Myers' work neither. So I think he can pull it off. Rod say, I still got some crow in the freezer from the Easter fight. Oh man, I smacked mine. Red Summer, what's good, fam? We just in here chopping up on the boxing. Took a trip to Puerto Rico. Hey, me too. I ate mine live and direct. You should have seen it up in there, man. Them dudes, that shit was live though. It would have probably been wicked. I can imagine how it was if Easter would have pulled it off. The whole environment would have changed. Kung Pao Crow. And you could stir fry mindset shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how it come. I'm gonna eat it. What's good though, Red Summer? Chris Rayner said, title of the video that day. Welcome to the Crow Show. All right. I got that coming in. Hey, win or lose, I'm making a video. Yep. And everybody got to put it in the chat so I can put y'all in the video. You know what I'm saying? If it's me, you definitely gonna hear me. That's what's up, fam. You know, we ain't got no problem doing it. I'm pretty sure only motherfucking fighter that ain't had us eating crow is Mayweather and Ward. No. I stay far away from them, especially when they getting cooked, Napoleon. He said, y'all get a taste of them dirty chitlins. He said, you gonna pick right from here on out. Yeah, remember I went with Easter. I was smiling when I ate my crow though. Cause I was disappointed, but I really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't, because he did everything that I said he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that I wanted him to do, he did, but he wasn't good at it though, huh, Rod? Hey, the shit that we wanted him to do, he wasn't good at doing up. Oh snap. Chris Rain said that's why I keep flipping my pick. Cause I don't want to eat any crow. For real. It wasn't really hard for me to pick. And I'll give Porter his props. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not disrespecting Porter. But Porter is what he is. Every fight. He just get better and better with what he do. Other than that, he content with running in, you know what I'm saying, and getting his work in. But he get caught, especially by a boxer. Kai Harrison. What's up, fam? What's good? I know Khan. Rod X, I know we got the main event we talking about. And I like I said, I ain't looked on the undercard yet. So Khan gonna
All right,
have
I'm back.
okay. I'm caught up. I'm right here where Rod X said what other fights are on Saturday.
Yeah, we got that. We got Kanaki and Charles Martin. We got Samuel Vargas against Amir Khan. And of course, we got the main fight. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Harrison, what's up, bro? He said, "What's up, bros? I'm in the house already." Napoleon Armstrong said, "Where Tom nigga's ugly ass at? Trying to hide and shit." He said he had something to get into.
Mm-hmm. Get the
Marshall
neighbor
Simmons said,
out.
"Marlo, that was the night of the Parker card as well, wasn't it?"
When? Oh yeah, A Crow. Yep. But that Crow.
Chris Rayner said, "All I know is the Porter win, Napoleon Armstrong gonna be lit like a motherfucker." Huh? Yeah. Right. They said a leopard can't change his spots. Who you talking about? Kyle Harrison said, "I got Porter. I believe his athleticism will be
Oh,
too much for
he talking about when
Garcia."
I
That's
said.
what I was thinking
Oh, he
too.
talking about when I was talking about Porter when he was gone, right? I was saying I wasn't taking nothing from him. You know what I'm saying? He the same person, but he just getting good at what he do. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. If he stand up and actually just try to box Danny Garcia, it ain't no way he gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
He
can't
told
play chess with him. I don't think so. He gonna have to rough him up and try to beat him the
yeah,
way he beat Andre Berto.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But hey, I can't limit him too much though, because the motherfucker did have almost 300 amateur fights.
Mm-hmm.
So he might have more adjustments than what we giving him credit for. But we'll see though. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rayner said, "Welcome to the Crow Show. Take everyone's pick, huh?" They'll show the Crow Show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know y'all gonna throw it up in the chat. I'm making sure on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all throw that, especially that fight. Just that fight. Everybody got to put who they got in the chat so we can go back.
And don't worry, y'all. I picked Danny Garcia, but y'all know I'm gonna call the fight as unbiased as I can. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to worry about me coming through this bitch just riding with Danny on everything. Napoleon Armstrong said, "Random. I'm glad Mayweather Senior took them weed predator braids." You ain't lying. This nigga crazy.
I don't know what's
Derek Bailey
wrong.
said, "I don't know who to pick in this damn fight. I still say it's a 50-50 fight. I think that the skill gap favors Garcia, but the athleticism and all that other stuff, it does make it close to an even fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's gonna be a good fight." Winston Lee said he going with Porter unanimous decision. I'm not sure Porter can beat him by decision. I think Porter has to beat him by stoppage, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see though, man. Anything can happen in boxing. You know, a lot of people feeling like Danny Garcia gonna stop Porter. I don't really see that happening. I think Garcia gonna beat him by unanimous decision. That's what I see. Winston Lee down there laughing and shit. I kind of want to roll up my asthma pump, y'all, but I don't want to leave the chat. I ain't gonna be able to see the chat if I roll my shit up. I got my little old jar sitting right here, ready to get something rolled up out this bitch.
He said Floyd Mayweather with that face, not not even the mother could love.
Yeah. Say y'all get out my man
Y'all
Floyd
tell,
Senior though.
don't tell me Miss Mayweather looked at her and said, "Baby, you can have him back. Put him back where he came.
Y'all gonna get off my man Senior though, man. For real. Hey, a lot of people be like making fun of the way he talk and shit, making it seem like he dumb or something, bro. Well, I'm actually impressed with him. Like if you look at all them combinations and sequences that he knows on the mitts, I don't think a dumb motherfucker could do that shit like that. That motherfucker got a pretty good mind. I just think that he got some problems with his Broca's area of his brain to where he can't form sentences well. But I think he actually pretty smart, bro. And you can see it in fighting, in boxing. Like he's smart with that shit. Chris Rainer said Flores Senior. Oh, yeah, I read that one already. Yeah. Yeah, y'all get off my man Flores Senior, man. This is a Flores Senior friendly channel. You know what I'm saying? The next person to say something about Flores Senior, you're gonna get your rent taken away and you're gonna be asked to leave the gym.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all get off my man. So what's up? Y'all mind if I roll up my little old asthma pump real quick? Because I ain't gonna be able to see the chat. Chris Rainer said Flores Senior smart as hell. Hell yeah, when it comes to that fight game. Can't take that away from him. Mark Wonderly said if the Porters versus Garcia fight goes swell, somebody finna get robbed. Yeah, that's what I said too. I think they'll rob Sean Porter before they give him a decision. I think he got to go out there and knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Right? They say respect your elders. Hell yeah. And you know what? Out of all the shit that Mayweather has in his life, that's the only thing that he has that I'm jealous of. I don't give a fuck about the cars, the clothes, the money, the women, none of that shit. But when it comes to his pops, that's what I'm jealous of. I wish I could have grew up with a motherfucker like Flores Senior. They could have taught me how to fight the right way since I was in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Since I'm wearing diapers, he teaching me how to fight the right way. I think that was a blessing for Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And it just show you how life is. Cause like Floyd Senior got shot, and that kept him from reaching his full potential as a fighter. But if Floyd Senior would have reached his full potential, he might not have been around as much to give Floyd Jr. what he gave him. So it's just crazy how life can work out like that. But if it wasn't for Floyd Senior, wouldn't be no Mayweathers. He the one that started that shit. Lala D said, I love Floyd Senior too already. Napoleon said Jeff Mayweather, then Jeff Mayweather. Sesha said, whoever Floyd Senior picks in this fight gonna win. He knows his shit. I can think of a couple of times that he got the fight wrong. He picked Adrian Broner to beat Mikey Garcia. I eat so much crow. I remember when other niggas eat crow too. And he damn sure ate crow in that fight. Napoleon Sean, I like Senior too, but them Braves wasn't smart. Say, man, take that nigga Napoleon Armstrong Rich, man. He been in here arguing with me. He over here talking about my man Braids. Man, get your ass out of the gym, Napoleon. Ron, they say Senior made Florida a very rich man. Hell yeah, man. If it wasn't him, for him, it wouldn't be no Jeff. It wouldn't be no Roger. He the one that started that shit. Once that Senior wasn't around so much in the early days.
If it wasn't for me, your motherfucking ass would be right now. You'd been had your you'd been had your ass whooped.
Yeah.
You punk motherfucker. My Uncle Roger did that. You ain't did shit. My Uncle Roger made me. Your Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger ain't did shit. Your Uncle Roger ain't did shit. Fuck you, motherfucker. Don't touch me. You's a punk. You's a punk, nigga.
Well, get the fuck out my gym then. Why you in my gym then?
Get the fuck out my gym.
Well, put me out your gym then, punk. Yeah. Ron, they said Senior pick Haddon over Manny. Hey, that's some more crow. Lala D said Floyd Jr. picked Canelo to knock out Triple G last fight. Hey, he might get it in the second fight, though. You never know. One said, oh, Badu Jack not as good as promoted. Badu Jack, all right, though, man. They put him in tough. God damn, if you look at his last 10 fights or something, all the motherfuckers down there have been tough, man. They put that boy in rough. Mark Wonley said, yep, Porter most likely to be robbed. Yeah, I can see that. Winston Lee said Senior picked Oscar over Junior. Yeah, he was tripping on that shit, though. I saw one of the ones earlier said Senior wasn't around that much in the early days. Senior was around until he went to jail. That motherfucker started Mayweather off. He started him off as an amateur. He was there at the beginning of his professional career. He was there. He went to prison. Spirit of Justice say he dead and shit. Yeah, that motherfucker Marlo crazy. Chris Rayner laughing. Kai Harrison say that's funny as fuck. Yeah, motherfucker senior tripping me out with that shit, man.
that nigga was mad. He couldn't even talk. That nigga on
Yeah.
his lip or something. Don't touch me. Nigga, put me out the gym, punk. Nigga, put me out the gym. The fuck out my gym.
Yeah. Harvey Weinstein, what's up with it, man? What's going down? He said, yo. Napoleon Armstrong said, Lil Floyd said, you ain't rolling with me with them braids, nigga. Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein, what's good, fam? In the building.
So what's up with you, man? Chris Rayner said he done fixed his asthma pump laughing so hard. I need to get my asthma pump together. Harvey Weinstein said, man, Senior's been declining mentally real bad lately. I actually haven't seen a lot of his recent interviews and shit. To me personally, I actually think he one of the best interviews in boxing. It ain't been too many times I've seen a Floyd Mayweather Senior interview and didn't watch it. Like, I love watching his interviews. Napoleon said, Floyd said Sugar Ray whooped your ass.
You meant to say Sugar Shane. Sugar Ray beat your ass. You meant to say Sugar Shane.
Hey, that's like the worst thing that you can tell Floyd Senior too, man, because he ain't got no love for no Sugar Ray Leonard. He think he had something for Sugar Ray if he wouldn't have broke his hand. If you look at the fight, a case can be made that he was getting with Sugar Ray before he broke his shit. Harvey Weinstein said just got off the phone with Felony Bennett. He's still trying to fight September 29th. Tell Felony Bennett to go sit his motherfucking ass down somewhere. Yeah, that's what you tell Felony Bennett. He done broke both his motherfucking hands in the fight. Shit, what was that, like a week ago? Tell Felony Bennett to go sit his ass down somewhere and heal up. Shit, we got love for him. We hope he come back and kick a lot of ass. But right now, he needs to heal. So tell that motherfucker go sit down somewhere, man. One of them ones talking about Marlo'S Wilder, yeah. Square business. Yeah, man, we want Felony Bennett to do good, man. But goddamn, bro, you just broke both of your hands. What you think gonna happen in the next fight? You gonna get them broke again? Sit your ass down somewhere and get right.
You got a little change. Chill out for a second, man.
Yeah, I know he got paid something in that bare knuckle shit, man. Just chill and heal up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what made him hot, y'all? You know what made Senior hot, y'all? That nigga tell that nigga said it. Nigga, take your ass over there with Oscar. You ain't fuck, nigga. You ain't train me. My uncle trained me. Take your ass down. Oscar, if I was in Oscar corner, he'll beat your ass.
That nigga said, I left De La Hoya.
Oh, that's fucked up. He told that nigga if he was in Oscar corner, Oscar would have beat his. Nigga, this nigga retarded, man.
Harvey Weinstein said, man, I'm telling you that. The September 29th payday is nothing special. I mean, I respect him, bro. He seemed like a real fighter. Because even when he broke his hand in that bare knuckle fighting shit, still in there fighting shit, he hurt his right hand. That motherfucker switched to southpaw and started throwing the left hand. You know what I'm saying? So I got respect for him. I want him to give himself the best chance to win. You know what I'm saying? Just heal up and come back strong. He said, then when then when our knuckle wants him to fight and they pay, okay, he won't be ready. Yeah, that's square business. He won't be ready, man. Heal up. Kai Harrison said Floyd would have given Sugar Ray a better fight if he had trained properly. I think those were the days when he was under the influence. I don't know about that. I don't know. You might be right. I ain't gonna say expert on Floyd Senior, but he didn't really seem like he was on nothing to me. I think he would have been better off if he would have never got shot. Because even in that fight against Sugar Ray Leonard, you can look at Floyd Senior legs and you can tell that one of them is bigger than the other. And that's from him getting shot in his knee. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would have been a deciding factor. What'd you say?
No, I was saying, Kai, he told him that for real. I didn't even notice that part. That Floyd Jr. told Floyd Sr. that he got his ass hooked.
Oh yeah. You know he gonna say that shit to try to hurt him, man. That's like the worst thing he can say.
That's why he was mad then, y'all. I thought he was
Napoleon Armstrong said Senior was trying to kill Charlie Z ass. Hell yeah, we trying to kill Charlie Z, man. And then, I just seen that shit from different angles though, man. A lot of them punches that Senior was throwing was landing. Like when he hit that motherfucker with that lead right hand and came back with that left hook and Charlie Z jumped his ass out the ring, Hey, he got hit with some real punches right there, man.
Yeah.
Senior whooped his motherfucking ass. Square business.
Didn't he dope
Uh,
fiend?
huh?
Charlie Z. Didn't he dope fiend senior? Like he came from the back.
Yeah,
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 because he
yeah,
had. I
yeah.
call.
He hit him with a
I
sucker
call.
punch.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, I was gonna say. I call a sucker punch a dope fiend. A dope fiend.
Rod X, Rod X, the champ said, I have to admit this, but Floyd versus the Spatula was a close fight. It was supposed to be. That fight was at 154 pounds. That motherfucker Mayweather wasn't fighting at that type of weight. You know what I'm saying? He coming up basically from like 135, 130 weights to go fight that motherfucker. So much respect to Mayweather for going to 154 and beating De La Hoya. Somebody that ended up fighting Bernard Hopkins at 160. You know what I'm saying? Junior the Super Dog, what's up with it, man? He said Badu had no
Good,
softies,
man.
lady. You ain't lying. They put that boy in there tough, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I gotta reserve my judgment on Badu Jack. I can't say he this or he that. And another thing, that motherfucker like 35 years old already. We be looking at him like he 25. And he up there in the mix with all them tough ass fighters, fight after fight. So yeah, much respect to Badu Jack, man, for sure.
All right.
Ronald Finkley back up in this bitch. What's up, bro? What's going
What's good,
down?
man?
One of the ones said Senior has amazing reflex and speed for his age. Yeah, he still do. I like watching your old fights. They got them on YouTube. They had this one little highlight reel that had the James Brown playing in the background and shit. I love that one, but they took it down, I guess, for copyright. I said, but Floyd Senior was very fast. He didn't place his shots the way Junior did. Junior is more precise with his shots, but Senior was very fast. You could tell he was smart. He hid his shoulder, his chin behind his shoulder, had that Philadelphia shell. Senior was a very good fighter, man. He could have been a lot more if he never got shot. Because Rainer said, so are y'all saying De La Hoya in his prime would beat Floyd? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not especially at them smaller weights, but he would have been a problem though. He would have just ran through him. He would have had a better chance because the early De La Hoya was hitting you with vicious left hooks to the body. Like he was stopping people with them left hooks to the body. If you look at the body shots Floyd with in they fight, them body shots were some pity pat shots. He wasn't digging with them body shots. You know what I'm saying? So a younger, early De La Hoya would have been hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? And if Jose Luis Castillo gave Floyd a tough fight, it's not out the realm of possibility that De La Hoya wouldn't have beat him. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been interesting. Rod X say Badu was trained to go. Hell yeah. Ronald Fix said y'all had a long night, Trae X. When I'm back up in this already.
That's what's up, man.
Napoleon Armstrong said, nope. What you talking about, nope, bro? Are you talking about De La Hoya would beat Floyd? Yeah, I don't think so, but it would have been a tough fight though. It would have been very tough. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Jose Luis Castillo gave Floyd a tough fight, and I think Oscar De La Hoya is a much better fighter than Castillo. And that left hook to the body was vicious back then, and plus he had a good jab. You remember when Oscar De La Hoya fought against Shane Mosley? He was popping him with that jab and had his back all stiffened up and shit. A lot of people forget about how good of a fighter De La Hoya was, man. Got to give him props and respect. Harvey Weinstein said best Floyd Senior quote when he was interviewed ahead of the Manny Pacquiao fight. They asked him what was his favorite Manny performance, and he replied when he got laid out by Marquez.
Man, he was squabbling like a motherfucker,
Yeah.
but he got
Napoleon
caught.
also said Sweet Pea versus Floyd would have been Floyd's only loss. Hey, you better not let Kurt Sugar hear you say that. What weight class you talking? Because he said that ain't nobody beating Floyd Mayweather from 130 to 140, and the only people to beat him at 147 would be Sugar Ray Leonard, Hitman Hearns, and Sugar Ray Robinson. That's it. Valentino Falcon. What's up,
What's
bro? He said
good,
Oscar would have
man?
gotten Floyd, in his
Real.
opinion. You think Oscar would have got him, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so, bro. I don't think he would have got him, but it would have been a tough, good fight, though, for sure. Oscar wasn't no hoe, man. Oscar was a G up in that ring. That's how I like to remember him, man. I don't even look at the spatula. I mean, I know he dressed up in fishnets and all that kind of shit, but the Oscar De La Hoya that I grew up on was a gangster, and he fought anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at Oscar as far as the boxing context.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? One of the toughest, most
Just
underrated
like Oscar's
resumes in boxing history.
slick, dirty ass. Boot
Valentino say,
nigga.
what's up, fam? And boxing fam, what's up with you, bro?
What's
You know what I'm
good
saying?
though?
You chilling? Yeah, y'all got the night off tonight. What's going down? What's up with you? You ain't been in the gym in a while, boy. Yeah, I need to go ahead and roll up my little old blunt. Valentino Falcon said Leonard still run Hagler. Hey, but you got to give Sugar Ray Leonard respect though. That motherfucker fought Marvin Hagler without getting acclimated to the weight coming off a long layoff, and he went
Mm-hmm.
out there and knocked off Hagler. So you got to give you got to give Sugar Ray Leonard some props on that, man. Hold on, find my little water real quick. One of the ones. Valentino said he just got off already. One of the ones said Junior versus Sweet Pea. That's a tough one. I lean on Junior winning possibly. Actually, I take that back. That's just one of those fights you have to see. I would take Floyd Mayweather against Sweet Pea Whitaker, especially after he fought Zab Judah, because to me he became a southpaw killer after he fought Zab Judah. Because Floyd got that lead right hand, man, and it's so fast and so unexpected that he'll be able to hit Whitaker with that right hand. I really do think that. And plus they sparred and stuff too. They sparred when Floyd was young. He was like 15, 16. Of course, Sweet Pea Whitaker was a lot older, like in his late 30s or early 40s or something like that. And they were saying that he was like easy work for Floyd Mayweather. I know it's just sparring, but two fighters like that with a lot of pride, y'all would be surprised how serious Floyd can be. You know what I'm saying? So I think
What
Floyd him.
I was gonna ask, what about what y'all
Valentino
think
Falcon.
about? I was gonna say, what you
Go
think
ahead, bro.
about Paul Williams versus Floyd Mayweather? Everybody be saying that Floyd dug Paul Williams. Let's match
Yeah,
them
that would
up.
have been tough though, man. Yeah, that motherfucker was so goddamn big. That would have
Big,
been tough
yeah.
on Floyd. Kid Mid, what's up, bro? Where your ass been at?
Kid, big, yeah. What's good, fam?
You know what I'm saying? Let me hold on. All right, D said Oscar was a killer until someone killed his bully. You crazy. Chris Rader said this is by far my favorite YouTube channel. Appreciate that, bro. You know, and no disrespect to the other channels, man. Derek Bailey said they forget at 130 and 135, pretty boy could let his hands go, no problems. Hell yeah, he could let his hands go. He always could. He just had some hand problems and shit. That's what kept him from letting his hands go more. You know what I'm saying? Mark Wonderlick said diesel fuel rolled up and ready to go. Hey, I owe my man Mark Wonderlick an apology because I always talk down on his blue dream that he been smoking. Man, I got some real blue dream for the first time last week, and that shit had my ass stretched out up in this bit. I thought it was just a sativa. That shit was a hybrid. I got some for the first time. That shit had me having a real blue dream. I was in this bitch gone. So yeah, I owe my man an apology. The Bears, Haplotype said Whitaker would have beat Floyd. Okay. Kid Mid. Okay, let me scroll down. Valentino. Harvey Weinstein said Floyd got the best jab to the top of the abdomen. Messes with dudes breathing. Hell yeah. Stop a motherfucker. Disrupt your breathing. Stop your momentum. You know what I'm saying? Fuck off your rhythm. You know what I'm saying? That shit do a lot of shit. Uh Haplotype said Williams would have beat Floyd. I don't know, man. I think Floyd might have been able to pull off a Corrales performance against him. I didn't really see Paul Williams having like a lot of one punch knockout power. I know that he's not gonna stand. I know Floyd is not gonna stand right there in front of him, let him get off all them combinations. So I don't know. It would have been a good fight though, man. You definitely ain't crazy for thinking that. Teddy Bradley Wood said Paul might have got stopped. I think he might have got stopped in the way Floyd stopped Corrales. You know what I'm saying? One of the ones said you just woke up or what? Who you talking about, boy? Right, they said at 154 Williams, at 147 Floyd. I can see that too. That make a lot of sense. D said Williams would have gave Floyd a shit ton of problems. Yeah, he big motherfucker. Ronald Finger said Floyd used to sleep dudes at 135. Yeah, he's a motherfucker. Kid Mid said I'm chilling family. YouTube be hating on the corner. You already know, man. It ain't just YouTube, it's some other channels be hating too. Jesse Lee said I think Junior would have drained Williams in battle. For him being tired, Williams threw a lot of punches, so he probably been there about the sixth round. Been out of there in the sixth round. So you think he would have drained Paul Williams and got him out of there in six? Okay. Mark Wunley said thanks. Yeah. Already. Hold on, Valentino. You doing too much over there, boy. Sending roses and shit. Sit your ass down. Hey, Lala, don't listen to that shit. That's a married man right there. Yeah, I'm player hater. You already know that I'm the diabolical hater on the corner. Lala, don't listen. That's a married man. Napoleon also said Pernell tricks and movements of Augustus and skills of Castillo, which was two tough fights with Floyd. Think about it. Ring IQ is all right. So you saying Pernell got the tricks and movement of Augustus and skills of Castillo. You think Castillo got a lot of skills? I didn't really think Castillo was having a lot of skills. You talking about Jose Luis Castillo, right? Um, okay, Haplotype said Williams was Floyd's worst nightmare. That's why he didn't fight him, huh? That's what you saying? Kid Mid said they not been sending me no notifications at all. Damn. Harvey Weinstein said, how do you think Floyd versus Bernard would have went if they were in the same weight class? Floyd versus Bernard Hopkins. I think Floyd would have whooped his ass because Bernard Hopkins seemed to struggle with athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tough fight, like against somebody like a Roy Jones or something. I know that Floyd Mayweather is not. He don't have Roy Jones athleticism, but he ain't too far behind him. I mean, that motherfucker Floyd Mayweather, pretty boy Floyd, was a hell of an athlete. Them lead left hooks and shit like that. Y'all, if I try to throw them lead left hooks, I'm gonna tear my whole rotator cuff. I'm gonna tear my labrum. I'm gonna tear everything trying to throw them lead left hooks like Mayweather. So he was a hell of an athlete. So I think he would have got B Hop. Happened that Floyd never fought someone with the range of a Williams. That's true. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think Paul gonna be able to stand in front of him and throw them combinations like that. I don't think Floyd gonna sit up there and let him do that. You know what I'm saying? And plus he gonna and Floyd Mayweather, like, you know, them punchers that got them fighters that got a high punch volume. Floyd makes you put your hands in your pocket because he out there hitting you with counter punches. And that makes you hesitant to throw punch. So I know Paul Williams throws a lot of punches, but I think that Floyd Mayweather will slow him down and make him stop throwing so many punches once he takes them counter shots. Uh, okay, Derek Beatty said Paul liked to fight small. That might have been an advantage for Floyd. I agree. La La D down there laughing. Rod X say, okay, Valentino say, aha, yes, sir, just showing love. Yeah, nigga. Rod X say, I see how anybody can hate on the corner. All y'all do is talk boxing to break down fights. Hey. I don't see how people can hate either, man. It be some people that say they're our friends and everything, and then every time they come around, all of a sudden we get a dislike on our shit. Like, I thought you was our partner. Well, every time you come, we get a dislike of it, this bitch. But it's all good though, man. See, one thing about YouTube and stuff like that is it's competitive. Like it's only 24 hours in the day, y'all. So sometimes a person is gonna have to make a decision. Do I want to click on your video or do I want to click on another video? So since people know that it's a competition, you know what I'm saying? So some people they'll come around and be cool, but they really competing with you. You know what I mean? So we say family, and that's what we really mean, man. We ain't trying to compete with people and all that kind of stuff. We ain't here for that. You know what I'm saying? We here to enjoy boxing and all grow and enjoy this shit together. Kid Mid said FL Jabba versus Daniel Dubois. I think a Jabba get him, man. I ain't seen enough of him. I haven't seen a ton of Daniel Dubois either. I will say Dubois for a UK fighter, his opponents got a pretty impressive combined win percentage. You know what I'm saying? But I think FL Jabba is the better athlete, and I think he's the more talented fighter. Because you got to remember that FL Jabba was a soccer player until 2011. He just started boxing, and by 2014, he was already winning major tournaments and stuff like that. So I got respect for FL Jabba. You see what kind of effect he got on the motherfucker. Nigga say, you want to fight him? No, I'm gone. I'm all at y'all. Ronald Fingers said Florida has great footwork and defense. Yes, sir. One of the greatest of all time. Marshall Simmons said, hey, dog, tired. I'm dog tired. I'm lagging like a motherfucker. Peace, guys. Good night. All right, bro. Appreciate you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, D, what's up with you, bro? What's going down? Right, they say Pretty Boy Floyd was a serious motherfucker. You ain't lying. D said Pretty Boy would have broke his foot off and be Hop said. Making Oscar jealous, huh? Yeah, he wanted broke off in his ass, huh? Uniram said Floyd was a great style adjuster, but at 140, 147, Sugar Ray would knock his ass out. But hard to say for sure when Floyd. That one dude at least draw with Floyd the first fight. Oh, you talking about Castillo at least had a draw with him in the first fight? I thought Floyd won both fights. You know what I'm saying? A lot of I remember a lot of people saying they felt that he lost the first fight and then he came back and dominated in the second fight. I thought both fights were actually pretty close, pretty similar, but I do feel like Floyd won both times though. Napoleon said lateral movement of Floyd would have been too much for Paul Williams. He would drop Paul before he could turn around. Yeah, I think so too, bro. I think that lateral movement, it would have been a similar fight between Floyd and Corrales. That's what I think. Um, Haplotype said the only guys who beat Williams was southpaws throwing overhand rights. Floyd didn't have that. Well, southpaws would actually be throwing overhand left. So is that what you mean? Probably so, because I do think I see Sergio Martinez hitting Paul Williams with like a overhand looping type of left hand. Harvey Weinstein said, I got repaired, torn right labrum. Never punched the same again. Right hook has been dog shit ever since. Yeah, I promise you, I used to try to throw the lead left hook and shit like Floyd, especially after I saw him fight Corrales. I was like, man, I gotta learn how to throw that punch. And when I couldn't learn how to throw it, that's when I knew that I had serious limitations in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because the best fighters I all see have that same punch in common, the lead left hook. Teddy Bradley Wood said Floyd also discourages dudes from punching because they miss so much, aka Pac-Man. Yeah. See, but the thing is, even if you making a guy miss, they'll still keep on punching a lot of the time. But when you make them miss and make them pay, that's what make them want to put their hands in their pocket. But you're definitely right though, bro. You make them miss, and that dude discourage you. You know what I'm saying? But for other fighters, making them miss and making them pay is it really discouraging. Kid Mid said I watched Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter. That was a fight. Yeah, me and Marlo watched that shit yesterday. Kid Mid said he watched it earlier. Go back and watch that Keith Thurman versus Danny Garcia fight, bro. I think Danny Garcia might have pulled that shit off. He at least won the first five after the first 8 rounds. Junior Superdog said, I think Sweet Pea beat Golden Girl. I still haven't went back and watched that shit again. When I first watched the fight, I thought Oscar won. But I remember Fanon and a lot of other people saying, man, hey, Oscar couldn't touch Sweet Pea. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to go back and revisit that fight, bro. I've been meaning to. Ronald Finkley say facts. Marlo'S Corner is a great place to talk and learn shit. Stay motherfucking lit already. We're gonna do that. Marshall Simmons, all right, he's saying bye to everybody. All right, bro, we're gonna get with you. You know what I'm saying? One of the ones said football, we don't know nothing about no soccer over here. Hey, that motherfucker ain't from the UK anyway. Shit. That motherfucker from Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? Harvey Weinstein said we got to get fam up to 1K subs to make the YouTube money. Appreciate that, bro. We trying to get there. It's coming slowly but surely. Valentino Falcon say good night, fam. I'm gonna check in Saturday night after work. Peace be to you already, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. We damn sure gonna be on the fight, bro. We gonna call the frog out of well, man. So come through and check us out. Chris Rainer said I looked around for different channels to watch, and this one was the first one I got that family vibe to. That's why I stay on this one. Everybody family already. That's damn sure what we pushing for, man. So if y'all leaving the corner feeling like we keep a clean gym and everybody treated with respect, that means that we hit our target. And
Hey,
we
my bad,
appreciate
y'all.
that.
My bad, bro. I
Oh,
had
it's
some
all good.
unexpected.
Harvey Weinstein says start a Patreon account and tie it to your YouTube channel. People can make monthly donations of $1 or more if they want. I think Marlo had
I
already
got
started one.
Patreon. Every time we go live, I put it up there. It's the same thing. Marlo's Corner, Patreon.
Okay. One of the
See,
ones said
like what
one
we.
of my go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to say I've been had a Patreon. We just trying to get, what I'm saying, focus on getting this right, get these subscribers up, cause this is where we gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? I got some
Yes.
ideas for Patreon. Remember I was telling you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. One
But
of the ones said one of my top fights of this decade. Okay, what you talking about? Porter and Thurman. Haplotype said yes, overhand lefts. I got you, brother. Ronald Franklin said hard. Okay. Napoleon said Martinez hit Paul with that. Yes, sir, he did. Hit him with that overhand left type punch and knocked his ass out. Y'all D laughing. Kid Me said watch Triple G and Canelo again too. Triple G got a fucking chin. Yeah, he do got a good chin, man.
y'all D in the building. What's good, fam?
Derek Bailey said Floyd's shoulder was messed up in the first Castillo fight. He had surgery before the second fight. Yeah, I think I do remember that being like a backdrop in the fight or something. You know what I'm saying? Yadi said I watched Triple G versus Jacobs yesterday. I think Jacobs got Triple G too, bro. I really do. When I first watched it, I thought Triple G might have beat him like 114 to 113. But when I went back and watched the fights after that, I felt like Jacobs beat the motherfucker. Junior the Super True say, Super Dog, my bad. He said tore rotator cuff. Hell yeah, trying to throw that lead left hook, boy. My shit was raggedy as a motherfucker. One of the ones said, oh, Sweet Pea definitely beat Golden Girl. Blatant robbery. Sweet Pea barely got touched. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that again, bro. For sure. Appetite, always a pleasure to be on your channel. Great Jim, Marlo'S Corner. Appreciate that, bro.
Man,
You know what I'm
appreciate it.
saying? Especially coming from a knowledgeable subscriber like yourself. We lucky to have some good ass knowledgeable subscribers, man. Y'all hold us down, bring us up in other chats and other channels and shit like that, man. I appreciate that. And a
I
lot
hope.
of y'all done got y'all whole family to subscribe to the channel, man. So don't think it's going unnoticed. We definitely appreciate that shit.
Hey, y'all did talk about the GGG Jacobs fight. Y'all was talking about that.
Yeah, they somebody was just talking about it.
Yeah, cause remember I was telling you I thought he won. I went back
Yeah.
and I had one look every time I look at it. That knockdown is the big difference.
I hate to get in y'all conversation. I see one of the ones talking to Kid Mid talking about Triple G has an unexplainable chin. I never seen a man take shots like that. Well, a lot of his opponents did come up from 154, so we do got to keep that in context too. Because even like Canelo, Canelo probably ain't a true 160 pounder, y'all. He probably the true 154 pounder. He just didn't want to be around Andrade and the Charlo brothers. So we got to keep that in context too. He seems to have a good chin, but he ain't getting punched by like real big, strong middleweights either. Um,
Bird.
Appetite,
Go ahead, bro.
Appetite said Floyd lost to Castillo the first time. Madonna could have been a draw. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm glad you said that, man. Because when I looking at Madonna in that first fight, I thought Madonna might have did better than Castillo did. You know what I'm saying? I thought Madonna got off to a hell of a start in that fight. I thought Robert Garcia sent him in there with a good ass game plan, and I felt like they kind of jumped on Floyd and surprised him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's probably a better argument that Madonna beat Floyd over Castillo, in my opinion. Y'all D said I thought Jacobs won too. Yeah. Ronald Finkley said Jacobs to me outworked Geeks. I think he did too, man. He was being first on Triple G. So that's the main thing about Triple G. Triple G don't counterpunch, y'all. So like when you step to Triple G, he don't counterpunch. He'll just step back, put his earmuffs on, let you do your work, and then he'll wait for his turn to work. So when you got a fighter that is step to Triple G, you can give him problems. And I thought that's what Danny Jacobs did. He just didn't do it as much. Like he started off too slow and gave him too much respect. I think if Jacobs would have went out there and stepped to Triple G early in the fight, he would have whooped him. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like Jamal Charlo is like the worst matchup in the world for Triple G. Because Charlo, he likes to get off first. He gonna get in there and pop you with that jab, drop the right hand in behind it. He's not out there waiting on you. He gonna go out there and be first on Triple G. So that's why I think that would be a terrible matchup for Triple G. Uh, Ronald Finkley said minus the knockdown. Right, that's a good thing. Triple G got a chin. Bad news. That's his only defense. Yeah, that's the one thing. If you know how good a person's chin is, that means that they've been getting hit on it. Harvey Weinstein said, "Who's the worst judge, Adelaide Bird or C.J. Ross? Both female judges. Adelaide Bird. That's the one that had it. What was it? Like
One.
10 rounds or two for Canelo. I ain't
Some
just
shit.
a judge, expert, but I would say Bird." Ronald Finley say she must be blind. Napoleon say Bird the worst. Richard Steele the worst ref. Okay, y'all D. Chris Rayner said I thought Jacobs beat Triple G by 1 point. So you had a 114 to 113 for Jacobs. Unirama said watch Ali Burbick again. Ali won that fight. Okay. I got to have to go check that one out again too. Kid missing on weight classes have me confused. It's so many. For sure. Ronald Finkley said, I thought so too. They was not counting those points. And Lawrence Williams said Madonna's jab was excellent in the first Floyd fight. Yeah, I thought so too, man. Yeah, he did work behind the jab. And another thing too that he was using with the jab because he was jabbing to the body a lot. And like especially against Adrian Broner, because he was jabbing to the body. So whenever he knocked Adrian Broner down, the left hook that he hit Broner with, it started off looking like a jab to the body. And then he turned it into a left hook at the last minute and dropped Broner. That's the kind of shit that he was bringing to the table, and I don't think people give him enough credit or Robert Garcia enough credit for the game plan that they went into the fight with, and how Madonna executed it. But I will say too though that Floyd kind of helped him because he kept on trying to fight off the ropes. In the second half of the fight, that's when Floyd started turning off the ropes and spinning off the ropes and trying to turn Madonna towards the ropes, and he made the adjustment. Harvey Weinstein said Ross scored the one Floyd fight a draw, which was dog shit. You must be talking about Canelo. Screwed so many people that bet on Floyd for a unanimous decision because it changed to a majority decision. Crooked ass shit.
All right.
Yep, you
Fuck.
right about that, man. That might have been Vegas that told that motherfucker to do that. Napoleon
Hell.
Armstrong said, nah, Castillo was hitting Floyd with sharp shit that made Floyd miss. Body Floyd up. Bloody Floyd up. Okay, you think that's one of the fights I normally be working out to, man. I didn't really quite see it like that. I mean, I thought Floyd was fitting in some short little sharp shots on Castillo. You know what I'm saying? But you might be right though. I gotta go take a closer look at it because I will say when I be working out, it's just in the background and I'm just listening to it. Ronald Finkley said, yeah, that crazy ass bitch. He admitted said Jamal Charlo will beat the hell out of Triple G, but I'm just saying he got a chin for what he's seen. That's why I say he appears to have a chin, but he got people that's moving up from 154 hitting him on the chin. So let's see what happens if a big, strong, natural middleweight hits him on the chin. Let's see what happens then. Then we'll say he got a chin.
All
You know
right.
what
The
I'm saying?
boxing
Teddy
creed in the
Block,
building. What's good, fam?
the boxing creed. What's up, bro? The Teddy Brother Wood said, I thought Jacobs lost by 1 point. See, that's how I had it the first time I watched it 114, 113 for Triple G. But when I went back and watched it again and again and again, it kept on looking better for for Jacobs. Games PP said Adrian Broner sound like a high pitched roach. Kid V said I got Triple G on the 15th. Yeah, I had Triple G on the 15th. I ain't got him on the 15th no more. Because I know that the slick boxer normally make the adjustments and come back and win in a rematch. And plus, I always say out with the old and in with the new. And I know Triple G ain't getting no younger. This just might be Canelo time. And plus, I don't want Triple G to win too either, y'all. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of bias in there because I don't want Triple G to be on that lineal middleweight champion list. Right now, Triple G has never been a lineal middleweight champion, and that's something we can hold over the head of all them racist ass Triple G supporters. You know what I'm saying? Boston Creed saying, yo, chat. One of the ones, okay, Junior the Superdog say, Sweet Pea beat Chavez also. Yeah, that's the worst rivalry in the history of boxing. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? That was easy work. Shit, the refs must have been blind as a motherfucker. They must have got a goddamn me cataract. They need to go holler at Marlo and get on some of that gas. Y'all D said he hate Canelo. Why you hate the man, bro? You can
Hey,
dislike him as a fighter, but you ain't gotta hate the
hey,
motherfucker.
word,
That's a
word
strong
on the
word.
street. Word on the street. Canelo went and hollered at Boo Boo, y'all.
Got the power pellet. Yeah, Ronald Felix said Adelaide Bird, give him the catchphrase, Marlo.
The fuck out my gym.
Gia, you heard him. Rod, they said Jacobs caught Triple G with some great shots. Yeah, I think he just could have been first more. Like I just feel like he just could have been more active and he could have made the victory very obvious. And plus this another thing too, y'all. Like it's some fighters like Danny Jacobs. I might even throw a Hank Lundy in there. They just do shit to keep themselves from being spectacular. Like for example, Jacobs was having good success in that fight against Triple G, but he decided that he needed to start turning southpaw. Now I know part of the reason he did this was to try to take away the jab from Triple G, because you know when you turn southpaw on an orthodox fighter, you can take away the jab. But I don't think it was necessary, man. I think he was still doing good enough work where he could have beat Triple G. And I compared him to Hank Lundy because he reminded me of when Hank Lundy fought against Terrence Crawford. He was doing good work against Crawford. Crawford turned southpaw. Lundy decided to turn southpaw and show him whatever you can do, I can do better. And that shit ended up working against him. He ended up getting his ass knocked out like a round later. Like, nigga, you had a good thing going. Watch change it up. Jacobs, you had a good thing going. Why switch southpaw and get dropped in the second round? Like, that was unnecessary. And that's why his coach, I can't think his name off the top of my head right now for some reason, but he was telling him, like, bro, that was unnecessary. You didn't even have to do that shit.
James PP
Uh
was good, fam.
Kid me say fuck clean. Games PP say Canelo would get a highlight reel knockout. You think so? I hope so, bro. Aftertight said I'd rather see Triple G win over Cheetah. He has some racist fans, but that's not his fault. Yeah, that ain't his fault. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Abel Sanchez either, though. You know, I don't have no love for him. He always got black this, black that in his mouth. Last time he said something, he talking about the fans getting tired of the black style and all that shit. Like, bro, we tired of hearing that shit. And you talking like Triple G be selling out 20 million pay-per-views, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? They must not like his style either. Ain't nobody buying that shit. Kid me say, we will see good people on the 15th. You right about that. Ronald Finkley laughing. Harvey Weinstein saying, "Who was that dude? Who was that one dude that took a dive in England? He got hit by a soft jab and went down." I don't know, man. You must be
That
talking
had
about Charles Martin or something, but it wasn't no jab though. What'd
that
you
had
say?
to be some bad acting right there. Some
I think I
bad.
know what you're talking about. I
He
think I
said,
don't know his name though.
he did a soft jab.
Yeah, you said first punch, first round. I think the motherfucker fell, and then the other dude that won, he was like, This is a type of bullshit that goes on in boxing," and then all he started ranting and shit. I think I know what you're talking about. Kid Miss said, "I don't like steroid using motherfuckers, huh?" Napoleon Armstrong said Mills Lane was the best ref in his opinion. I don't really remember seeing them ref. You know what I'm saying? That might have been before my time. Y'all, he said, all right, you right. I don't hate him. I just don't like him. Yeah, that's a strong word, bro. He said he got dropped when he turned southpaw. Yeah, yeah. Talking about Jacobs, you know what I'm saying? McGregor up in this bitch. Lawrence Williams said Hank Lundy fights this Friday in Russia against a prospect for the WBC silver lightweight title. God damn, man. Leave it up to Lawrence Williams to know that kind of shit. That's what's up, bro. Games PP said Frank Bruno versus AJ. That'll be a good fight, actually. I think they kind of similar to me. I had to throw Daniel Dubois up in there too, man. All three of them fighters remind me of each other. But just looking at the strength of competition and stuff like that, I would probably have to go with Bruno. I don't know a whole lot about him. I ain't no UK boxing expert or nothing like that. But I think that he fought better, tougher fighters than AJ. So I'm gonna take Bruno. All right, Lawrence Williams, Andre Rozier, that's Jacob's trainer. Thank you. Napoleon Armstrong said Mills still alive, right? I think so. I ain't heard nothing about him dying.
He's rock
Ronald
solid.
Finkley said AJ will beat Bruno by AJ head being like a brick. Kid Mills say fuck Abel Sanchez. I don't fuck with him neither. Real talk, huh? Chris Rayner said Abel, that dude that bragged that he better than you, but then when you beat him, they cry and complain like a little bitch, huh? And another thing, that dude said that he wasn't teaching fighters like Terry, what's the motherfucking name that beat the shit out of Sugar Ray Leonard? I can't even think his name, y'all. Y'all know, put it up in the chat for me. But he was saying that he wasn't training fighters like that on defense to make them more marketable. So he's saying that he has talent and he has not talent but knowledge that he will withhold from you to make you more marketable so he can sell you. To me, that's a piece of shit trainer. Your trainer is supposed to teach you how to box, and boxing is hitting and not getting hit. So if you got a trainer that's gonna purposely do that, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, Terry Norris, man, appreciate that. Yeah, that's fucked up. So I don't have no love, no respect for Abel Sanchez. And keep in mind too, this y'all, I feel like this because I done had several trainers. I done had 4 boxing trainers all together. And I know how I feel to be up in the motherfucking ring. Shit is happening. You got a trainer that can't even tell you what's going on or refuse to tell you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of trainer he is. He the type of trainer to get his fighters hurt. So I don't have no love for that motherfucker. Uh, okay, let me scroll down. All right, one of the ones say Steve Willis and Davis. Yeah, I like Steve Willis, man. That motherfucker be killing me in there. That's my favorite referee. One of the ones said Davies keeps the fuck out the way. I like Davies, man. That motherfucker got a hell of a right hand. My dream fight is Davies versus Prograis. I think O'Hara Davies will knock Prograis ass out. And I mean that shit. Games PP said Bruno and AJ will both get electrocuted, both robots, huh? Yeah, they better not fight near the water, man, for real. Kid me say Bob Fawcett versus Andre Ward. Well, I'll tell you one thing, bro. I ain't had no reason not to pick Andre Ward over nobody. And I know Andre Ward fought the better competition overall in his career. So I'm taking Andre SOG Ward. You know what I'm saying? McGregor boxing star say Jimmy McLaurin versus Chavez. I don't know a whole lot about Jimmy McLaurin. I done read up about him a little bit here recently. I would probably have to take Chavez though, man. That's just a guess. I don't really know a lot about him. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker come up in here like he a goddamn boxing historian and shit. Jimmy McLaurin up in this bitch, man. Calm down, Trae. Napoleon Armstrong said Dokes versus White. Michael Dokes versus White. I don't like people bringing up Michael Dokes, man. Michael Dokes killed. Was it Unirama? It was somebody. Michael Dokes killed they grandfather. So, we don't really talk about Michael Dokes a lot. And plus, Michael Dokes knocked out my coach in the first round when they fought. So that's why I don't really fuck with Michael Dokes, you know what I'm saying? But he was a good fighter, though. He'll probably put them hands on Dillian White. Lawrence Williams said AJ over Bruno. Bruno has worse stamina than AJ. Okay, okay, you got it. I'm going to roll with your opinion then, because you definitely know more about that shit than me. One of them ones said, Bruno is a bit of a laughing stock in the UK, but dude was a solid fighter until he met Tyson, who broke the man's eye socket and ended his career. Oh, okay. Rod X say Terry Norris. The Kane Deals, what's up, bro? He said, gentlemen, what's cracking? One of them ones say terrible Terry Norris. That's who Spence looks up to. Great fighter, yes, sir. Um, okay, Ronald Finger said SOG is a boxing god. Hell yeah. McGregor say my bad Trae didn't mean that. Sugar Shane at 135 versus Sweet Pea. Man, that's a hell of a fight, man. That's a tough fight. At 135, Sugar Shane was a motherfucker, man. What, 32 and over 30 knockouts going to go against Sweet Pea? I'm gonna have to probably take Sweet. I don't know, because Shane Mosley got a good right hand that he can hit Sweet Pea with. I'm still gonna probably have to take Sweet Pea because I think Sweet Pea had better boxing skills than Sugar Shane. Sugar Shane was a good fighter, very athletic fighter, but I didn't see him as a Bobby Fischer chess master. That's why I felt like he got undressed against Mayweather. I mean, the type of fight, the type of start that he had against Mayweather, albeit that he was 38 years old, I think he should have been able to do more with that if he had the type of skills that, you know what I'm saying, like a Sweet Pea. So I'm gonna take Sweet Pea over Sugar Shane. Rod X say fuck Michael Dokes. Uniramer said, yeah, Dokes was in on Kill This Pop. Yeah, I thought that was you, Uniramer. Fuck Michael Dokes. No, Napoleon Armstrong said, damn. Sweet Pea over Sugar Shane. Uniramer said he didn't pull the trigger, but he was right there. Okay, shit. I remember you saying you don't fuck with him, so we don't fuck with him. Shit, fuck Michael Dokes. Ronald Fink said, I remember you telling us a while back, Uniramer. Yup, y'all D say down. Yeah, man, motherfucker had something to do with Uniramer grandfather getting killed. You know what I'm saying? He say 1977 in Akron, Ohio. Yeah, he gets no love on the corner. And plus, like I said, he knocked out my coach in the first round. Laying the bullet ball. He knocked him out in the first round, man. And on that video, too, it kind of hurt my coach's feelings because a lot of people were saying that they felt like he took a dive. I don't know why he would take a dive, but I will say my coach didn't have the best chin ever. That's why he was so adamant about teaching me defense because he didn't have a good chin. But he didn't have a good chin, but he wasn't taking dives. The motherfucker was going out trying to win. Chris Rainer said, sorry about that Uniramer. Fuck Michael Dokes. Yeah, I'm with you all the way. You know what I'm saying? How long we been on, y'all? It's like 11 something. Might have to go ahead and get ready to shut it down, man, so I can go get myself together, get my ass pumped, give me something to eat and all that kind of shit.
Real
I
talk.
think we've been up in this bitch for about 3 hours. They say started 2 hours ago. What time we started? It was close to 9? Or was it like 8:30 or something? I think it was like 8:30. I appreciate everybody hitting like and shit, man. I see that we got 45 likes and shit. That's what's up.
We got 51.
Oh, we got 51.
Yeah.
Chris Rainer said, who was your trainer, Trae? Well, my first trainer was Curtis Coates. Well, it was a combination of both of them because he got a brother named Ernest Coates. He got a missing finger and shit. But it was a combination. Down and drop my goddamn phone. Hold on. But it was a combination of two of them. But I would say mainly it was Ernest Coates, but Curtis Coates, he would hold mitts for me and he would hold the bag and shit like that when I was hitting it. He didn't think I had the kind of power I had either. Every time I hit the bag and he'd be swinging and shit, he's saying I'm pushing the bag and all that shit. But he was cool though. So then after
89.
that, I had switched gyms and I went over to a more amateur friendly gym in Garland, and I had Americo Santos as my trainer. He had two sons that was national champions. They went on to be pros and shit. He never boxed before, and I would say he probably didn't know shit about boxing. He literally read a book about boxing and started training. But for doing that, he was okay. And then I got my coach Lynn Bullet Ball. That's when I met him like a little bit after that. And then I moved to Temple and I got this coach. God damn, I can't even think his name. A Puerto Rican cat too, man. I can't even think his name right now. But he fought on the undercard for Sweet Pea Whitaker a few times. You know what I'm saying? He's a knowledgeable trainer, a good trainer. That motherfucker don't sit up there and let you do anything. I know his first name was Rolando. I just can't think of his last name. But he was a decent trainer though. That motherfucker be like a little bit more angle, Davis. That motherfucker stay on your ass. He ain't never satisfied. Okay,
Real
let me
talk.
scroll down. Okay, Rod X say good night, people already. D
Good
said
night,
3 hours. Yeah, we ain't gonna be too much longer. Harvey Weinstein said Dutch style boxing is a good style to adopt if you have a weak chin. I ain't never heard of Dutch style boxing. McGregor said Marlo'S Corner started streaming 3 hours ago. All right, 89 TV. What's up, youngster? Coming
What's
up in
good,
this
fam?
bitch, smelling like Similac. What's up, man? 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? Mark Wonderlick say, fuck dokes. Kid Miss say, peace family, gotta take my black ass to sleep, work in the AM. All right, bro, go get that shit.
Peace,
The
fam.
Boston
Good
Creed
night.
say, peace. The Kane Deal says 3 hours ago on his, okay. Sesshot say, Bruno was a good friend with Jimmy Seville in the Yorkshire Ripper. That's fucking weird as fuck. I don't even know who those people are, bro.
One of them ones. Peace, fam.
Unirama say, love the corner and all the fam already. While Wonderlick say, peace out, brothers. Yadi
Same
say,
here.
peace. Harvey Weinstein said, can Victor Ortiz still be anything good? Victor Ortiz, I never thought he was a lot to begin with. And he got quit in him already. So I don't see really too far he can go. He ain't young no more either. Ronald Finger says, salute to Marlo'S Corner. I'm not the smartest boxing historian, but we love this shit. Now tell him Marlo'S Corner and Trae X the catchphrase.
Get the fuck out my gym.
Yeah. uh, all right. Unirama. Okay. All right, one of the ones say peace out. 89 say salute to Marlo'S Corner. McGregor salute. He say good night. All right, yeah, we about to go ahead and go and shut it down. Appreciate
Yeah.
everybody that came through, man. We got love for all of y'all. We gonna be up in this bitch. I don't know the next time we gonna do a stream. I don't know if we gonna do one before Saturday, but if not, we'll see you Saturday. It's going down. We gonna have fun. Thank everybody that hit like, everybody that support the channel, donate to the PayPal, order t-shirts, all of that shit, man. Much love for everybody. We gonna get with you.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know it's always love, man. Appreciate all y'all spending time and talking this boxing shit with us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna try to work on that. What's the name? And hopefully, and you know what I'm saying. Y'all join us to break down these fights, see what they looking like on y'all scorecards. But other than that, y'all have a good night, and don't forget to tell them haters and trolls, the fuck out my gym.
You
Peace.
heard him. Yeah.